Okay, let's move on towards the game now. We're going to be able to see Hasha here with Ivy alongside from the Survivor side, Puppeteer, Mercenary, Prisoner, and Embalmer. Prisoner having borrowed time here. Look, I did do the ban picks, but apparently I wasn't recording, so we'll start ban picks from next game onwards. Just a small note as well, Hasha with Trump Card Detention alongside Wish Blink. What we're going to see here from Hasha's point of view is we're going to have to walk towards Prisoner first, since Prisoner could just get up the stairs immediately. Meanwhile, Sobat is downstairs beneath the stairs of Factory, and of course leeching on towards Mercenary here, trying to gain a little bit more of a map control here against the Survivors. Also, Survivors still currently rotating. Rowdy looking from upstairs, actually Ash Ivy. But since we can't find anyone just yet, it seems like our Hunter wants to go look for Sobat. That's a very nice revelation. So we might be able to get 60 stacks there immediately. Should be able to get 100 stacks here, as we're probably just trying to wait for Blink to be ready, just so we can get a normal hit on towards Embalmer, and then relevation him. Then for now, from Hasha's point of view, it really is just we gotta take our time to make sure that we actually reach towards Embalmer first, but it seems like we decided to use revelation there instead. And of course, with 6 seconds left on the clock, we're trying to play around here. We did get a little bit of a fear stack, and of course with the blink open, you're going to have to utilize that ETN to get in front of Embalmer. Right now, the biggest issue for Ivy is she's going to have to control 2 of her bodies, and of course with the 2 bodies here being controlled, it depends, because like Hasha, in a sense, Hasha, it seems like his camera angle is based, well, when he changes between ETN and Ivy, it's based on where Ivy ETN originally is. We didn't get a revelation stack, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Second revelation stack didn't come in true as well, and now we're going to be able to get the pallet speed boost, but it seems like the Hunter wasn't notified of where Soba was actually running to us. We're going to change our directions here a little bit further away from the Prisoner. We initially want to go straight towards Factory here, but it seems like it wouldn't be possible anymore, as we are able to get that 2.5 second fear and a little bit of a hasty vault, but it's a good enough kite here with Trump Detention alongside Wish, impulsive quenching effect, and Prisoner coming here with a stun, just trying to buy a little bit more time. Just trying to buy a little bit more time to, you know, allow the Survivors to do whatever they want to do. But it goes with the Cypher Machine here, 98% Cypher Machine. There is no point in actually doing anything about it. Prisoner will just link here without actually popping the Cypher. Only 2 Cyphers here remaining. Embalmer, yes, we did manage to self-rescue, but now the question is, it seems like City is out early. I feel like if City and Mono P can decode together, that wouldn't be too bad, especially with the fact that we can get the Puppeteer, the body block for the Embalmer too. That's pretty nice. But of course, this is now the biggest issue when it comes to no insolence Ivy. It's the fact that even if you 2 teleport right here, your down is fairly slow, especially with the fact that, you know, it's a prison. Well, no, it's not a prison that rescued. It's a self-rescue there. And if we see that from the Cypher Machine side, 50 and 42% from the Survivor side. For Hasha, 2 big problems. Problem number 1 is we actually have to go out to lock Mono P Cypher Machine before we teleport out. Before we bring the ETM back, put it down near towards the Embalmer, teleport out and try to hit Mono P. But for Mono P right here, even if you do give the hit, it's fine, because it's not a max presence Ivy. So it doesn't really matter here for our Survivor side, as yes, we did get quite a little bit of early rescue, but that is 50 stacks of revelation. Mercenary is going to have to come into body block here as much as possible and to direct where Soba should go. But with Blink ready, 2 seconds left on the clock here, should be more than enough. Mercenary is not nearby to body block here just yet. We're going to be able to get 90, 100 stacks, but we're going to be able to get a hit before the Blink, as Mercenary will be found here. Yes, from Survivor side, yes, it wasn't bad. Hasha did utilize the Blink early as well, just to get it into cooldown, so that worked in his favor. But maybe if he didn't do that, he would have been able to get Embalmer way faster here too, as we are still not at max presence. Yeah, another issue with chasing after Embalmer without Insolence is you won't get to max presence at all, since you're missing 1 extra hit from that first rescue. So now what's going to happen here is the Survivors are going to try to buy as much time here as possible. Meanwhile, Prisoner is going to stay inside the locker. Mono P here trying to run away as far as we can. We do have the little puppy here to use to get away from our Ostracon radius. So with that in mind, Mono P here still looking around. We're going to be able to get the vaults in, but it seems like right now, still with 8 seconds remaining, we do have Flywheel. We didn't use Flywheel here just yet. We're going to be able to get that mini. Okay, Flywheel did come out just on time, but one shot. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little puppet Flywheel here from 1OP side, but sadly Prisoner has to rotate himself straight towards Mercenaries Exegate, so this will still be a tie game here from FL Survivor side. Let's move on straight towards the second half then, in which we will be able to see RC's Peter coming out if I'm not wrong. Okay, ban picks between FL and RC. Peter's gonna come out here. So from FL Survivor side, they do know that Peter has an Ivy, they do know that Peter has an Opera, but the only issue is the Opera is more scary. As we're gonna ban Cordy and Anti-Current here. It seems like Peter wants to fully fledged go Opera or try to bait the Survivor into thinking that this is an Opera, but instead of wanting to play an Ivy. Survivors, we can play pretty safe here too. Last game we did get a tie. This game we can follow up with, seems like we're going to go Magician and Puppeteer. It's not bad, especially when it comes to like forcing yourself to leech with a 50% movement speed boost to get away from Ostracon range and to force Operas here into basic attack hitting and getting out of your shadow form. But aside from that, Embalmer becoming the next man right here, Peter wanting to go for a win. Survivor side, you're gonna have to pick a, I would more or less here suggest picking a container instead of a rescuer, because you did ban that Embalmer. Unless for FL, the Embalmer was never a part of the ban. Seems like it's going to be the Prisoner out of the picture here as well to slow down the decoding speed boost. But from Survivor side, Lawyer wouldn't be a bad pick. But if Lawyer is a pick here, then that could probably mean that we might have to play Opera Singer. I do think Lawyer counters Ivy pretty hard, especially with his 3.5% movement speed boost, alongside with the fact that he cannot get Terror Shocked over windows and pallets. But, you know, Opera does work pretty well against the Puppeteer as well. But when it comes to Ivy, I don't necessarily... I think this is a full Ivy counter. So we're going to force Peter here to play Opera. Meanwhile, all Survivors probably would be bringing Windows Speed Boost. Only Lawyer has the probability of bringing Flywheel without borrowed time alongside with Knee Jerk Reflex. But Peter here, with Survivors locked in their talents here pretty fast. It seems like they're pretty confident with Peter playing Opera here. Let's just see if Peter really wants to pick that up or not, because if Peter doesn't, then it wouldn't really change that much, as Opera Singer is going to come in here from Peter. Okay, more or less right now we do, well, more or less right now it is to be expected. We're currently on standby. Preferably speaking, we will want to see Lawyer, like, okay, if you can designate Lawyer to the... Lawyer is always going to be in 2, so right now the question is who's going to be in middle. Would it be the Puppeteer or would it be the Magician? I would say put Puppeteer in middle would be better, but it seems like Peter's going to spawn on... Peter's going to spawn by Christmas Tree Gate. We want to try our luck and see if we can lock the Cypher Machine and 2-story with Constraint, but that's only if our bottom left-hand corner does not spawn a Cypher Machine. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. But this is a huge risk that Peter has to carry out. Definitely will be trump card potential alongside with, you know, max pallet breaking and blink. But right now, it's not that much of a bad idea if you can force you to go up towards that 2 pallet 1 window and to try play around. But the issue with you going up there really is the fact that you're going to have to face a lot of pallets. But thankfully, they're short pallets. Alright then, let's just see how it goes. We're going to be able to see the coaches bow down and shake their hands. We most likely will be able to see the traits here. Okay, so as we were saying as well, everyone Windows Speed is kept for the first officer, Titan, and of course Sasori here as the Lawyer with Knee Jerk Reflex and Flywheel. Peter trying to get attention alongside with Blink. Let's just see if we can bring max pallet breaking or not. This will be the second half of FL versus RC for playoffs. And with this in mind, Peter is going to look for, Peter is going to go look for Puppeteer first. Okay, you playing Puppeteer, the pallet has been dropped down. For Peter right now, it seems like what he's going to plan on doing is to actually drop down as much pallets here as possible, force the window vault speed boost, and then keep breaking. I mean, I guess if you keep breaking pallets here, it's fine, but if that's the case, maybe it's better not to use your Shadow Dance to go back. But it seems like you here is stuck at a corner. That's okay for now. We're going to just continue to break the pallets, since this definitely could become a tie game for Peter. He's just trying to test out and see if he can get anything more from that. Yes, we did manage to cancel out the Shadow Leap, but even so, well, I guess it did manage to allow you to pull a lot of distance, so very nicely done by you. Yuke. If you can do this for every Shadow Leap, for every hit, that's going to be 3 hits, which means 3 by 9 is 27 seconds wasted. Right, so right now Yuga's currently looking. We're going to be able to get the vault over, but it's okay. If you do manage to get a hit, it's fine. Open the Shadow Strike, that's all what is necessary. Meanwhile, Yuga's trying to come back, but if he does try to come back here, Peter can definitely wait, but I would more or less recommend Peter not waiting. Personally speaking, Peter could blink down here, but it's a very... Wait! Whoa, Peter, that blink was not recommended. But getting Puppeteer down here wouldn't be that hard. It's just a double pallets left on the other side. We're trying to play a lot of pallet mind games right here, but it seems like for Peter right now, we want to see if we can get some mind games here. We are going to be able to get the vault over, and goodbye to you. That containment has been prolonged by 30 seconds, but it's overall still okay since Lawyer is still rotating around the map. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to try you, the Puppeteer, at the corner chair here. Meanwhile, Lawyer's going to go back towards 2-story, but it seems like it is around 2 Cypher Machine decoded by the survivors. But from Lawyer's point of view, it's just an average day for him since he already has his 7.5% decoding speed buff. But of course, now the issue comes with there's not that much pallets nearby here anymore. If we can force a hit immediately here on Mykin, we might be stuffed rescue, but it seems like we're going to be able to make it in here pretty fast as well. That's going to be a hit register. That's around 40% rescue. And right now, yes, the first officer can come into rescue once again. And it seems like he will have to allow the survivors here to actually Cypher Rush. Even if you do get a double down here, I do think it's fine for a first officer's point of view, especially with Lawyer out in the field as well. And you know, with Puppeteer having to be able to use his skill at least once, that is going to be a game changer here, especially for this game. Puppeteer is really well known to be a really good rebound kiter when you don't have dash Tide Turner anymore, but we decided not to try into basement because we don't want the survivors here to fully sell. But if you see from the Cypher Machine point of view right now, it's more than enough. You have 3 Cypher Machines at 80% plus, 1 Cypher Machine down and another Cypher Machine missing. You can just have Lawyer finish that for you in 50 seconds, as accelerated decoding will start in 25 seconds here as well. But of course, with that in mind, hello Emco, how are you today? We're going to be able to get a normal hit right here as we do get the rescue. And of course, from the rescue here, we cannot chase after Emco anymore, but the good news is you're going to be able to utilize the little puppet here to gain more time. What you here, you Shadow Dance back, and did we get a hit down? We got a hit down on time. You cut the standing middle there for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 being the fact that we cannot allow Ivy to place down a shadow in between the pallet, because if you do that, it's kind of like Wu Chan's teleport. You basically, when you Shadow Dance back, when you teleport back, you teleport on the other side of the pallet, and then you can get an immediate hit on towards the survivor. Now you can vault over, but it's too much of a risk to, you know, bet whether he's gonna go through the pallet into Shack or outside of Shack. So there's that in mind, just for everyone to know. Now we're missing our one last Cypher Machine here, as Lawyer here is at max health, but that's okay because Lawyer seems like he wants to... No, we're gonna stop Lawyer from decoding here first. Even if Lawyer decides to walk, I don't think it's gonna matter too much. He will be found if he's not careful. We are gonna be able to see Lawyer right here. Lawyer, that's gonna be immediate hit, but Flywheel will be immediately cancelled out, as we do see where Lawyer is without any items here remaining for Lawyer to use. They aren't decoding here just yet, and of course Peter can change straight towards teleportation if he really needs to do so. We'll have to break the pallet first. No, we're gonna blink out here instead. Meanwhile, Mykim, the magician, is going to be the one that wants to come into rescue, but it seems like he's going to go straight towards the side, trying to buy here as much time as possible. But the only issue is you can't rescue until the remnants have disappeared. Meanwhile, Emco decoding Cypher Machine at Shack right now. Could definitely go straight towards Shack right here to stop Magician from decoding. Magician rushing straight out of the Cypher Machine here as well. Let's break the pallet first, and then Shadow Dance back. Nicely done, Peter. Okay, with Mykin here, if Mykin can go down, that'll be for the best, because there's no way that we got cancelled. Shadow Leap got cancelled. But from Mykin right here, the biggest issue, if we hit chair, it'll be bad. If we hit chair, it'll be really bad. We hit the chair. Okay, you're going to have to chase after Lawyer here. If you really want anything, you're going to have to chase after Lawyer here, but it seems like we're going to go after Magician here. Instead, we still have Trump card here, but we didn't change towards Teleport just yet. If that didn't hit the chair, it definitely would have been better, but it seems like 50% movement speed came in really close here for the Magician, as we do manage to Shadow Dance back, trying to look for Sasori here once again, but Sasori is the lawyer. Lawyer, what are any items remain left? Yes, we are walking, but walking doesn't matter if there's blue stickers on the ground to counter it. We do see where the blue sticker is. Lawyer is going to be able to get the vault out right there as well, but it seems like we're trying to play a little bit of game hide and seek cat and mouse, but it seems like that's going to be hit right over the as the Cypher Machine is at 65%. But who can be the one to come to rescue? It has to be Mike in here who has to come in to rescue, because he did manage to get himself a wand, but even with that wand in mind, he needs to come in as soon as he can, because if he can't make it towards his chair, this is an Opera Singer max presence we're talking about before her nerf as well. So the dash speed is absolutely incredible here. Peter, we do see Tinnitus. Do we see the footprints? Yes, we do. Can First Officer make it in with one wand here? It seems like he's trying to make it in right now, but First Officer decides to move back here. So we're going to be able to see what First Officer, and of course with a hit out here, the Cypher Machine is going to be popped. But Peter using her own body to actually block the way. We didn't get hit on anyone just yet. We can get a Sasori here. That will beat First. 15 seconds remaining on the clock for teleportation right here. We could potentially get a 4-man elimination, so we're trying to go out to look for First Officer. Hello to you, First Officer, but we can't forget about one extra thing. That's a flywheel on this lawyer. That's going to be teleportation back. Very nicely done. Very nice hit down. But with this in mind, you're going to have to go back to chair the lawyer first. No, we're going to Shadow Dance back. Shadow Dance back. Shadow Dance back. We do not have Shadow Dance back ready just yet. Sasuru is currently crouching. He does have flywheel, so he should be able to heal up here on time. But First Officer could be a little bit more different here. Sasori, we are going to be able to see Peter here. Peter, do see the stars. This is going to be your shooting star. That's the wish granted at least. Meanwhile, First Officer is still currently on the heel. We're going to be able to eliminate the First Officer here, but can First Officer get towards the dungeon? Doesn't seem like it'll be possible here, as we're going to run back. But if Peter doesn't get to Tinnitus here, then that could only mean that First Officer is walking here. But you know what? A tie game is overall not too bad, as we do see our First Officer is. Gets him really hit down, and let's congratulate the 3-man elimination game here for RC. Moving on straight towards game 2. Righty, game 2, first half. It's going to be Haja coming out here once again with Moonlit River Park as our map. I wonder who we're going to plan on banning here. For Haja, he still has a lot to play around here as well because of his Dream Wish. But it seems like it'll be Anti-Korean and Puppeteer first 2 picks here. Survivor-wise, you could ban Ivy here to go against the Opera Singer. Because I do think Ivy might be a little bit more scary on this map, but it seems like from Survivor side it will be the Opera ban. Alrighty, then we're gonna have to go against the either Dream Witch or Ivy. We have to be very careful here, as the Prospector is gonna come out alongside with the Aeroplanist. Aeroplanist isn't a bad choice, but the only issue with Aeroplanist is you can cancel Hopper with Revelation when Eaton's lashed on towards you, so we have to be very careful here. But putting Aeroplanist in the permanent ban is more surprising to me. Seer has been banned there alongside with First Officer pick, not bad. But personally, I do still think Mercenary might be better, but they probably want to go with a decoding speed here. Cordy last ban. Survivor-wise, they're missing one solo good container. We might want to opt out for either Barmaid or Psychologist. Wouldn't be bad here, especially when it goes up against the Ivy and Dream Witch from Hasha's point of view, and of course against Hasha's Bloody Queen as well. But it seems like it's going to be Acrobash pick. Selection-wise, we have to be very careful here. We have to be very, very, very careful here. For Prospector, you could potentially bring Windows Speed Boost and Flywheel, but you cannot be too... How do I say this? You cannot be too sure of it too, because like Hasha having that Dream, which is very scary. If this aims out as a 4-man elimination game for FL, that will be really, really, really bad. Yes, RC won game 1, but that's only a 2-point difference there, with a 3-1 and 2-2, making it a 5-3. But from the Survivor side, we really are going to have to see if it's possible here or not, to see if anything is possible. But with that in mind, I say from Survivor side, you're going to need 2, you might have to actually get rid of 2 Bower Times here. Give Aeroplanist Tide Turner and Windows Speed Boost, and give Prospector Flywheel and Windows Speed Boost. Acrobat can just run with Windows Speed Boost if needed, or Flywheel. But it seems like for Hasha here, we're going to go Ivy instead. To be fair, we have seen a lot of, survivors using what again? We have seen a lot of Survivor using Flywheel to counter Ivy. But on such a big map like this, I do think it will work, since there's 2 characters here that you're playing who is distance pulling, such as Acrobat and the Aeroplanist. But for Prospector, it might just be a little bit more difference. As we see here, aero selection mode is going to be Rowdy at first stop, Aeroplanist at third stop. City here is beneath the city here is next to fourth platform, and of course Soba in 2 stories where the prospector should go. This is where the prospector should go in a nutshell. But of course, with that in mind, there's still a lot here to take into consideration as well. While you may wonder, it's the personas. It's really just the persona. If we flywheel, it might be a little bit harder here to contain against the Ivy. But let's see here. We're going to be able to see triple flywheel here on the Survivor side, alongside with a Windows knee-jerk reflex on the Prospector. But City deciding to bring Tide Turner. We've only one Tide Turner though. Okay, instant potential alongside with Warp. Warp is really, really, really good, especially with them distance putting so much as well. But moving on straight towards the game here, let's see. We're going to aim for Soba here, who is currently at 2-story, but instead, no, we're going to go straight towards the bridge, trying to lock a Cypher Machine. Now, Monopi is going to have to be very careful here, as we are seeing the first officer immediately decoding in Circus. But decoding Circus is overall fine. There really isn't much to be worried about. Soba just needs to rotate as much as he can, just to not let not give any distance towards Ivy. You could teleport, but it's not recommended. Once again, it really just isn't recommended. Rowdy can get up towards the coaster, but we are going to be okay. We managed to get 50 stacks there. Dropping down did take a little bit more time, so 64 stack going to be able to teleport over here immediately. Flywheel is ready in a few seconds, but it seems like we're going to force the normal hit here anyways. But the thing is, you cannot use Warp unless Acrobat has already used his balls. And it's really hard for Acrobat to use his balls here as well. I would say it's harder to use Warp on Acrobat because of the fact that he doesn't really pull that much distance. If he pulls a lot of distance, yes, like Aeroplanist, such and such, but in this case scenario, I do think it's a little bit harder, as we are trying to play around here as much as possible. Rowdy here, just trying to be a little more careful, but I don't think our containment is going to be able to expand out here anytime soon. Now, we do have Flywheel, but I don't think Flywheel is going to be possible here anymore, as we do manage to get the Revelation Scream, simply because of the fact that, you know, wherever Acrobat is looking while he's holding the ball is actually where his camera angle is, so it's a little bit easier here for Ivy to land that stun. We're going to be able to see Prospector here. That's a very nice long stun, 3 seconds on the clock here, but we want to try to get a body block, but it seems like it doesn't really matter there anymore. Didn't even get hit on towards Soba. Damn, that's insane. Damn, but with no flywheel here remaining, of course, with the white ball being used, sadly there's really nothing much left we can do anymore, but we bought enough time for 2.5 Cypher Machines to be done, so I would say RC Survivors should be really proud of themselves. 2.5 Cypher Machines should be around 2, but now after that really good stun from the Prospector, Warp was forced out, which is really nice as well. It seems like Monopi, well, we're probably going to force Monopi to rescue here first, because we do need to save a Titan, I guess, or it's going to be Prospector here. But you know, if hey, very nice revelation, that's going to be a normal hit, and we're going to be able to get a rescue there without Titan, but that's okay because we do get a little bit more of assistance here from Prospector. We just have to be a little bit careful when it comes to teleportation. Yes, Acrobat is rotating out, but even if Acrobat rotates out here, it's still like you see here, right? Incidence makes things easier for you. Incidence is really just better overall. But without First Officer nearby, I don't even know if it's okay. First Officer is making, but First Officer ran from like the other side of the map towards the chair here, so that's a lot of decoding progress wasted. Yes, you could teleport towards Prospector if you want to, but that's not recommended on my books as well. We do see Monopi here trying to go towards First Officer Cypher Machine, but right now Survivors, they're really distorted on which Cypher Machine to decode. Yeah, it was a no damage rescue there, thankfully, but not recommended in a sense as well. We do know where the Survivors are. We do know where the Prospector is as well. Can't leech on towards, cannot leech nor teleport on towards the Prospector there, sadly. Last ball there currently being consumed by Acrobat. Just to try to buy a little bit more time here, fair enough, as we are going to be able to see around 4 Cypher Machine decoding progress done here, but now Prospector has to pop that and then go towards the stairs. If you don't stay on the stairs, I'd say it's a bit scary. Aeroplanist will become the next as long as we don't get Ostracon near the ciphers. That's what's more important. Yes, first officer is nearby, so we have to be a bit more careful from first officer's point of view. Let's see, Monopi. So Aeroplanist and Prospector is looking for a chance to heal, but you can't heal. Why? It's because hey, that's immediate 100 stack. Damn, that's immediate one. Damn, that was fast for immediate 100 stack. If that's the case, we're gonna run straight back towards City right now. City having 2 pocket watches left on his hands. That's a lot, especially when it comes to if you want to decode here. But there is no teleportation availability anymore. On the survivor side, preferably speaking, if we can heal, let's just heal. We're currently decoding a completely new cipher machine, and okay, yeah. So survivors here want to go for the tie game because the ETN is already on the other side of the map. We're trying to look for first officer here, but that will be pretty hard. Wait. Does first officer not have? Oh, first officer doesn't have pocket watch. Ooh, he does have. Not having pocket watches here might hurt a little bit, but ooh, wait a second. I wouldn't say that warp was necessary. But okay. I feel like that warp 100% could have been used to go out to look for where the survivors is, hit them then and warp back towards the church when the cipher machine pops. I don't think that warp was really worth it, personally speaking, but the cipher machine should be primed by the time that we leech on towards. Oh no, it's not primed. Ooh, it's not primed just yet. Ooh la la, we move fast, don't we? We do have teleportation ready about now. We probably want to hit Aeroplanist oh, we missed a hit just about now. We do manage to get a pop right there, and of course that's going to be 1 pocket watch on Aeroplanist, 1 pocket watch on first officer, and Aeroplanist here will just take his time. Okay, oh my lord, that revelation. Oh my lord, that revelation. But Monopi here on the exit gates, that's currently at 55% decoding progress here. We need to get on towards the coaster and get out. That's what we need to do. But it seems like Monopi is going to have a really hard time here. If we get leached, the only issue is your jetpacks may be cancelled. Oh, okay, it's not cancelled here just yet, but we're currently on the other side of the map right now. We're going to go over Anchor City here. But the thing is... Hasha could go for... Okay, if Hasha wants to stream on here, you need to get Aeroplanist down ASAP. But if second stop has been opened by the Prospector, that would be really hard here to play around. Even with warp here, you're going to have to see if it's possible or not. So Ba is trying to come into the rescue, but if we catch any of them off guard, then it will be GG, will play game over for you. Especially with Prospector, even if you do have 3 magnets, it doesn't really matter. In a sense, it doesn't really matter. Monopi here still on the run. Prospector also on the run. But if we do get... Oh, we got the hover out. Okay, that is good. But as I was saying once again, it doesn't matter since you can cancel the jetpacks. Just wish the revelation from ETN. So that's a little bit unfortunate here from RC side. But Hasha, that's a good 3-man elimination. Good endgame there played by himself. Let's move on directly towards second half. Second half, ban pick phase here we go. Aka, if he can get a tie, everything will be back to 0. But if he can get a 3-man elimination, RC will be able to take the lead. With the first 2 bans of Priestess and Antiquarian here, let's see what will happen. Are we going to plan to ban out the Opera or the Ivy? We have seen Aka's Ivy shown up pretty well here within the weeks of coming in, but it seems like we're gonna go forcefully against the Ivy this time. I mean, I do think as well, right, with the Antiquarian ban, it did kind of make sense to ban Opera instead. But from the survivor side, our first 2 picks will be Prospector and Embalming here just to guarantee the tie. Aka might have a little bit of a harder time here to play around, but it seems like right now what will matter more is the third ban. Third ban, get rid of first officer, I think wouldn't be bad. Right, because if you early game leech on towards mercenary and then teleport towards the merc, it's gonna force him to use an elbow pad anyway, so that's fine. And especially with Opera before nerf 2, it wouldn't be too hard to, or too much time to catch up towards Survivor. With the Aeroplanist one here, let's pick a container this time, shall we? We're gonna go first officer. Okay, we're gonna guarantee the first officer then, I guess. Last ban. Acrobat wouldn't be a bad ban, but it seems I wouldn't go for Psycho here. Well, we talked about Psycho last game. But with the Psycho ban here, if possible, Prisoner. Okay, we're gonna try go decoding speed boost, putting Prisoner in 2-story. You know what I think about the scene comp, right? Cypher Rush. It's really fast with this decoding progress here. So from Aka's point of view, is it worth it to play Ivy? I think Dreamwitch might be better. I do think Dreamwitch might be better. I mean, Aka's the same as Hash out there. They both have Dreamwitch. I think Dreamwitch here is really, really, really good. I genuinely do think here Dreamwitch is really, really, really good. But Aka might just go forcefully out with the Ivy here instead. Let's see here what our plan is. I mean, Survivors has locked in their personas really fast. I will go Dreamwitch. Okay, we went Ivy. Probably all Survivors decide to bring Flywheel this time then, I guess, alongside with Knee-Jerk Reflex. I mean, for Prisoner and Embalmer, yeah, fair enough, Flywheel and Knee-Jerk Reflex. For Prospector, probably Flywheel would be the best option, especially with the fact that he can push Hunter back as well. There are some narrow areas in between the 1st and 4th platform, and just, you know, some containment area overall, but looking back might be a bit of an issue here, I feel, might be a bit of an issue. A bit harder here to play around. Just trying to think about how to play around this team too. It's going to be a tiny bit harder. But I would say, if possible at all times, we're going to be on our toes here, especially with the decoding progress. If you can't get anyone down in, let's say, 70, I would say 70 seconds, 80 seconds are fast downs. 90 seconds onwards, it's either a tie game or a tie to win game for Survivors. But with this spawn point, seems like we're going to be designating Embalmer on the bridge. So North Bridge, Embalmer, South Bridge, Mikey, and Yuke spawning Ash 2-story, and of course Emco here in between the Godkite and 1st platform. Aka might need to try do a little bit of a sandwich situation to force you to actually go up the stairs and then leech before teleporting up, or stay outside of the window just so you can't really jump down. But of course, with that in mind, hello coaches. I am getting a little bit dizzy. Maybe I need to go eat a little bit more, but hello coaches. Let's just do our handshake and move on towards the game. I mean, if Aka guarantees a tie game, it's overall good, but I feel like FL Survivors has a really good chance of tying. Really, really, really good chance of tying or winning. But of course, Prospector, Flywheel, Knee-Jerk Reflex on the Embalmer, and Prisoner, Knee-Jerk Reflex on the Flywheel here as well. Yuga is going to be the spotlight here once again. He was 1st containment as the Embalmer last game, but this game, it will be against Aka instead. Then let's move on straight towards the game. Yug is going to make his connection first. So he's going to establish the connection before going up the stairs. We're not going to go up the stairs. That's a little bit, I think, bad. I personally would recommend Survivors going up the stairs more. But right now, I do think in this situation, we're going to see more or less. That's fast pallet breaking, I think, or is that slow pallet breaking? I think that's fast pallet breaking. Right, but we are currently still looking around from both sides. We didn't get the revelation scream there, sadly, and none there as well from Yuke's point of view too. We are a little bit out of the area. That's going to be electrocution, very nicely done. Warp is currently ready, but we want to get a hit for free is what I want to say, but it seems like Prisoner is not going to buy any of this, so we're going to warp towards the other side. But even if you do that, it doesn't matter. That's basically your item wasted, and that's the first hit 60 seconds in towards the game. Yes, you can leech on towards Prisoner once again, but Prisoner has Flywheel this time. He's at a little bit of a better area though, so if we teleport right here, it would be for the best. That's 19 stacks. That is 19 stacks on the Prisoner. We did manage to get 59 here, but Prisoner, if he just walks in a straight line, he cannot look back. He should be... Ooh, never mind. Never mind, just about on time. Instant detention alongside with Max Hunt and Berserker and Constraint. And it seems like we're going to be very lucky here to be able to find a Cypher chair at South Bridge. We're going to lock Sasori's Cypher first. It's probably at 84% similar to not Embalmer, a First Officer. But the First Officer here also doesn't really care. Okay, we didn't get a revelation screen. We're currently looking around here just a little bit more. As I, excuse me, do a little bit of a yawn. It's gonna be a bit of a yawn for me. A bit tired. Had a long day. No damage rescue is good. It's good. It's allowed prison to run a little bit further away. There's a chance for rebound containment here. But I did not understand Aka there trying to leech on towards the first officer. It really isn't worth it, especially with the fact you need to get prisoner down ASAP here. So prisoner being able to contain after the Tide Turner time is really good. Even if you do get a teleportation out here, that does not matter since you're not a max presence here just yet. 59 stacks once again. Yug is going to be able to get that coffin treatment from Embalmer. We're going to be able to self-resurrect ourselves as we go straight towards the corner, but if we can play around this what pole is this? Electricity pole? No, the radio pole. Radio panels, whatever. But we're only missing one cipher right now. So with this in mind, we're going to be able to see Sasso the spawn Ash God Kaish, and with this in mind, 8 seconds probably is enough for Aka to catch up here, especially with the fact that the Oshcon is outside of 2-story, but you just can't leech on towards the prisoner here, which is the issue. You can't, because this is once again a prisoner that we're talking about with speed boost up the stairs. You can flywheel to the window, flywheel to the window, flywheel to the window. Even which I say if you can get warp out here, that's already good enough. If you can get warp out here, it's basically job done. Yes, Emco is nearby, but Emco is only nearby to buy more time for the Cypher Machine to be primed for the guaranteed tie, not for the 4-man endgame. This is not for 4-man endgame, by the way. Emco is doing this not for 4-man endgame, he's doing this for tie. That's a nice hit. We a little bit on 4. Oh no, we do have another magnet. We're currently waiting right now. We could not get it stunned. Emco needs to leave. Emco needs to leave. Emco leaves. Okay, that's fine. As we are on our way out here once again. But of course, on our way out here doesn't matter. Sasori is going to look around. This is Embalmer that we're looking at right now, currently at full health. But you do want to go after that prospector and decide who has already used his flywheel. And three of his magnets. Of course, we're going to teleport straight towards Embalmer. Embalmer won't just stacks immediately very nicely done. We're going to try map control here a little bit more. But that doesn't matter. In the face of one extra Cypher Machine being open and Embalmer here decoding as well another Cypher Machine. Seems like the one that wants to go to finish the 88 and 71 per Cypher Machine is the first officer, prospector, not first officer. First officer's decoding over here. That's going to be a leech over, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter because like you see, prisoners still, prisoner Cypher Machine is still linked to the Cypher Machine in 2-story. So not only can Prospector decode 2, Prospector can't really just chill. Yeah, Prospector is able to finish the Cypher Machine outside, and with Ivy staying inside here, you're not going to be able to get much. You want to target someone who doesn't have borrowed time, but that someone is prisoner who you've already eliminated. So Emco, my friend, you're going to go straight towards 2-story here, trying to get rid of the Ostracon, but Ostracon's still 5 seconds left. No, I think that's 5 seconds left remaining on the clock for teleportation there. So yeah, it doesn't really show when you can deleach the Ostracon. So yeah. Emco currently looking around. We did manage to get the leech, and though we didn't. I thought we were about to teleport out there for some odd reason. The more push and pull here you play, I think the less worth it is. Especially with the fact that you want to get someone down ASAP, but it seems like Ivy was not focused on Prospector right there who got 100 stack. That's going to be a very nice pull up there with the stun. But can we get Embalmer down, I wonder? Embalmer doesn't have Coffin, but if he gets rescued, he will get Coffin. So that's the thing. Right now, we are going to have to see where we are. We're going to be able to see Emco nearby as well, because that's going to be teleportation out. And no, that's a pushback. Warp being used just to catch up as a mini blink isn't bad, but flywheel. Well, you know what? That's very nicely done by Emco, though. Very nice reflexes and reactions. But you see, the thing is, Aka's a little bit stressed, I'd say. Aka is really stressed right now trying to get the 3-man elimination game. If you can get first officer down here, it'll be great, but it doesn't matter if he has a pocket watch, does he? Does it? And you don't have corruption's transference here just yet as well. So we're trying to see if we can find anyone out right now. We're going to stop them from decoding first. And survivors can't just wait until they're Revelation stacks are lowered since they're away from Yi. With Prozzy, bit harder here to play around. We're gonna be able to see Sasori. But the bad thing about Sasori is he can just put a coffin in right after he gets rescued to self-res himself. So like it doesn't really matter here what you do. Prospector or first officer will be the best shades. If you can first officer out of his items, it'll be great. But Prozzy is going to be able to get up straight towards the stairs. You are going to be able to get a push back. We need to stun ASAP here. Can we stun ASAP? We get a push back there, and we're looking. That's a revelation. Very nice revelation. And of course, Cypher Machine not primed just yet. Now, Warp is ready. Anka, what he needs to do here is to hit the survivor, work back towards his chair, and then stop them from rescuing. That's what he has to do. There's a lot of Ostracons here, so if you come in from the front, back, or the side, it doesn't matter. As long as the survivor is here, as long as we can stop survivors here from rescuing, that's all what it matters. There is, do we see first officer? We do. Go back to first officer. No, there's no point in going after Sasori anymore. There's no point in going after Sasori here. There is no point in going after Sasori right here. There's really no point. Yeah. That's Wonder Stacks. That's gonna be hit down, but does it change much? I feel like if you go for first officer, it might be just a little bit better. I guess there's basement this time, but let's focus on charring this guy in basement, right? And then leech on towards first officer to see what we'll do here. But the thing is, we don't get 100 stacks, which is annoying. And prospector can pop the Cypher Machine melee if we do decide to teleport out. And you're at a staircase area too, so you can't even leech here. I feel like there would be more of a chance if you stop Mikan from rescuing or force the pocket watch out, so you can at least go for the first officer down and then warp towards the prospector or something. But it seems like right now we want to stop them. We really do want to stop them. They're gonna get a hit there just yet. We're gonna be able to get a hit here just now, but prospector does have the Cypher Machine Prime. We do manage to pop open the Cypher. Oh no, we have to pick up Mikan. You have to pick up Mikan. Hit one of them. Okay. It's fine. No, throw ET now. Throw ET now to look for him. No, don't go for him. Oh, actually, no, it's fine. No. I feel like look, the warp there wasn't bad, but I just feel like it's risky if you don't know where the survivor is. We were a little bit short. We were really short there with the warp. But with both exit gates here currently being opened, and of course the leech, the gate will be stopped, and we're gonna go straight towards Mike, and here's going straight towards the other side. But it seems like MCO, there's a chance for trim elimination. There's a huge chance for trim elimination. If we can get Mike in here, it will be great. If we get Mike and get him, teleport. Yeah, Ostracon landed. Hit him out. Okay, can Prospector? Oh, Prospector made it. Okay, Prospector making is gonna be really hard here to play around then if that's the case. Okay, Prospector made it. Corruption and Transference ready in 24 seconds. Prospector and Bomber both running in right now, but no, Embalmer can't self-heal. Embalmer 100% can't self-heal, but you have to get, the thing is, right, you have to eliminate Embalmer, or else Prospector will wait for detention to be over. That's the issue, yeah, that's the issue now. You can force both of them on this side, but at the end of the day, you need to go after Prozzy. There's no way you can deep chase Prozzy here, especially when first officer is at a relatively healthy chair state. The first officer stays on chair for 10% longer too, so there's another thing in mind. Right now, what is our issue? Right now, our issue is Sasori's on the other side. MCO is over. Oh wait, we might be able to get MCO here, but there's no detention is gonna be over. Ah, right, we can leech on. Ah, of course. Leech, teleport, very nicely done. Can we get? Ooh, wait, we can get a tree man. We can get a tree man here, but it seems like we're running straight towards the. I mean, if that's the case, that means Embalmer can get dungeon, right? So, okay, let's congratulate the tie game. Okay, it's a bit hard for us to play around, but let's congratulate the tie game, moving straight on towards game 3. Let's move on towards game 3 first half, then. This will be Arms Factory with both teams 1-1 right now. Being inside Arms Factory, let's just say it this way. Parambands are Prospector, Aeroplanist, Embalmer, and Prisoner. And the first 2 pans is going to be Seer and Puppeteer. If we ban Barmaid or Psycho, I feel like it'll be very obvious that this is going to be a Dream Witch, but from the Survivor side, yes, it will be Opera and Ivy first 2 bans. If we want to counter Dream Witch or Psychologist, wouldn't be a bad option here to pick out, especially against Hasha too, or even if you want to counter that Bloody Queen. Psycho is still really good on that side note there as well, so we're just gonna have to see what RC Survivors decides to do here. But you could give Psycho the permaban. You could potentially give Psycho the permaban, or give Barmaid the permaban if you really want to, but Psycho might just be a little bit of a better option, especially with the wireless heal. Of course, Psychologist will be chosen out in order for that Empathize to work. Mono P coming out with the Forward. If Forward is out, there's only one thing only. We might try to force Hasha into a Dream Witch here. Dream Witch. We decide to ban Cheerleader. Cheerleader to cancel the item reset, the cooldown reset. They do get to pick one. They decide to go up there with Female Dancer support here to prolong the kite a little bit longer against that Dream Witch, perhaps mayhaps. Now, it wouldn't be bad if you want to go Acrobat here too, but if you want a little bit more of a supportability, kiteability, Ento. I do think Ento is not a bad option here if you want that, but I do think with a Barmaid ban, it's more or less guaranteed of a Dream Witch game right now. We decided to go Gardener here, and he said, okay, Gardener bubble 50-second against a Dream Witch isn't bad. But from the Survivor side, it's definitely going to be triple Flywheel. Probably Gardener with Titanier, but triple Flywheel on... Well, there's going to be Flywheel on Female Dancer and Psycho for sure. For Forward, we'll have to see if Forward decides to bring Flywheel and Titanier instead of Borrowed Timing set. But right now, with the locking talent, it's going to take the Survivors here quite a while to see what their ultimate decision will be. There's a lot to keep in mind. There is definitely a lot here to keep in mind. We're going to have to, I would say, right, Gardener with just Titanier might, no, Gardener with just Titanier might be okay. Might just be okay, especially with the fact that she can tank 1 extra hit against the bubble. But right now as well, I say get Forward on Flywheel and Titanier. It's okay to have Forward on Flywheel and Titanier. There is definitely no point in you trying to play the hero here with just Titanier, especially against the Dream Witch as well. There could be a chance for Bloody Queen, but I don't think Bloody Queen has less chance of a win rate unless Hasha comes out Bonbon. If he comes out Bonbon, it'll be okay. Bloody Queen. I'll give you. Here's my 2 cents. You run Bloody Queen or Dream Witch, they both get countered by Flywheel. I don't think this is a good pick from Hasha, but with the spawn location we go, we're going to be able to see Gardener outside of Shack City in middle, Mono P here as the entrance to Junkyard. Meanwhile, the Female Dancer is in Junkyard. With the spawn location, Hasha is going to be by Moongate. Moongate is a little bit of a harder spawn, but you can immediately mirror towards where Rowley is. If BQ know where Rowley immediately spawns here as the Female Dancer. But once again, you have an 8-second window of a cooldown there, so there's another thing to keep in mind. Rowley, it's better for, not Dream Witch, Bloody Queen to chase against Female Dancer first. It really is just better. Because even if you do want to sandwich the Survivor with a mirror, you definitely can, even if there's music boxes near us. But of course, it's going to be Bow and the Handshake. And of course, IGL champion for the NTV Japan League here. We'll see. You know what? We will really have that. You know what that looks like? That looks like, what was that anime called when we were young? Ottoman, I think. Something like that. But anyway, it's not even with Power Rangers. But anyways, moving on. Hasha here coming out. There's City, there's Soba, and there is Forward. But it seems like we're not going to go after Female Dancer here, but instead of Psycho. That's going to be Mirror on the Wall. Psychologist, that's a very nice dodge, but it seems like we're going to be able to get the hit here after all. Ooh! If you look from the bottom left-hand side of your screen, you can see how well City maneuvers to dodge it, but it seems like it wouldn't matter there anymore because we cannot dodge it for, well, that's good. That's good for two main reasons. Reason number one being the fact that Psycho rotated away, meanwhile being outside of mirror range, and mirror has been depleted. And reason number two being the fact that forward is currently at middle, so forward can't give the location of where Bloody Queen is at all times. Now, of course, if we want to change targets here, you could go after Rowley, but Rowley is already hiding outside. She is full health, therefore there is really no need to worry here anymore. Bubble should be, Bubble is over just about on time. Gardener is caught off guard here, which is a little bit unfortunate, and of course she will be the only one having Titan, as we said before too. With this in mind, Blink is going to be ready fairly soon. We don't see the window speed boost. Oh, very nice dodge from Soba. Woo! I'm quite sure. Okay, IGL survivors know how to dodge those. Okay, nice dodge. Damn, that's a nice dodge. Damn. It's a 90 second containment time right now, and of course for Gardener right here, she would be going down, yes. But as long as 4 is nearby to support and harass, that's all what matters. Female dance already a fast music box deployed down as well. But I didn't really manage to see what Hasha brought. Did she bring did she bring window? Or not window, sorry, did she bring forward? Has flywheel. Ooh, we didn't get hit there. But the question here is, did Hasha bring the fast balloon pickup here or not? Now we do have flywheel, but we won't use it just yet. We'll just take normal hit and get towards a really bad area for BQ to play against, and it seems like that will be the immediate rescue and hit down. We still do have flywheel, but we basically bought 30 seconds, well 40 seconds extra time here. And with 10 seconds left on the clock, we can just kind of keep harassing here for a little bit longer. This is a forward, once again, that we're talking about. You're not going to be too worried about a forward doing anything else right now. Yes, the mirror will come out, but let's just pull the ball out of this area. Mono P? No? The thing here is, right, Mono P can still rescue if he pulls the ball to come into immediate rescue the Gardener on chair, but I don't understand that ball pull. Clearly Bloody Queen wants to push you out of this area so she won't pick up the survivor at all, but you decide to do that. That's a waste of a ball. That's half a ball gone. That is basically half a ball gone. Now, Psycho coming into, ooh, nice flywheel, but it just was a bit too early. Psycho coming in to rescue mirror on the wall. This will be a 3-man elimination if we're not careful here at all. It will be a double down here as well, especially with forward without any borrowed time remaining. We got the hit down on the forward, and this is really bad. This is really bad. Hasha needs to. Did we get hit? No, we didn't get hit. Okay. We're going to change targets here. Psycho needs to get out. Psycho can definitely get out here on time, but if it results in a double down here once again, then that will be really bad. Okay, we have the mirror ready. We are trying to dodge it, but it seems like it won't be possible here anymore. Gardener being nearby, she could use her Titaner, her mini bubble as a Titaner, but this is the 4 without self-heal. ORC Survivors has been making big mistakes this game. This is really bad right now from the Survivor side. But Rowley wanted to come into rescue. We do have a fast music box here, it seems. With a fast, I don't think you can chair Mono P here anymore. So we're gonna pick up here. Oh, that's an interesting chair camp. That's a very interesting chair camp. Okay, then let's just see here. Psycho. Hey, that's a nice chair. But it's after half rescue. But the only issue is that it's after half rescue. So that's some decent chair camp there from Hasha, but sadly it's a forward we're talking about here, so he struggles relatively fast. Now, you cannot stun the Bloody Queen here at all. We're trying to get a hit. We got a hit on towards. No, we didn't get what? We have blink. Can we fly with the blink? Can we flywheel? Nice flywheel. Okay, the blink has currently been fly with 10 seconds left until your items are ready. Meanwhile, Rowley is still decoding nearby, but it seems like Soba is also nearby as well, trying to finish off the 94% Cypher machine. No, wait, we want Gardener to come in to get rid of the Gardener, get rid of the chair. Gardener needs to get rid of the chair. Gardener, be careful. Okay, Gardener takes the body block right there. That's fine. Can we get the heal here on City? City's not healed just yet, but it's okay for now. Forward coming in with a ball stun. Of course, that is a no animation balloon pickup here, as we do manage to get the padded there. We still do have fly. Can we fly with 2 towards the box. We can fly straight towards the box here. And of course with the movement speed boost, and of course with the movement debuff here from the soul music boxes, seems like Rowdy's going to be able to decode the Cypher Machine just a little bit more. But we still have to be very careful here because of the fact that, we didn't get hit there just yet. Gardner was, Psycho was after half rescue. Gardner was before half rescue, as Gardner gets picked up here immediately as well, trying to stop Rowdy here from decoding as much as possible. There's still another 51% Cypher Machine left undecoded, which was the 4th Cypher Machine here. If I'm not wrong, we're going to do a stun rescue here immediately to guarantee the no damage rescue here, but you're going to have to protect Gardner with your life. With 2 survivors decoding a Cypher Machine each, yes, if the mirror comes out, that's fine. But Gardner, can we? Ooh, the mirror just ran a little bit short here. Soba, did we? We did manage to dodge it here, thankfully. And it seems like the barrel here will. Ooh, the 5-second bubble coming out here at me. Okay, that's going to be a guarantee safety for the Gardner. And of course, with accelerated decoding, Psychologist decides to heal the Gardner. And he said, with Gardner being healed, we can go look for. We can go heal up the forward, but Psycho is down. Do we know where Psycho is? I don't necessarily think we do. Psycho's near the Cypher Machine, but right now if we teleport towards the Cypher, that'll be really bad. 4% heal rate here. Female Dancer, nice flywheel, but can you dodge the next hit? As Forward did manage to get up there, but guess who's nearby? It's a Psychologist who has been eliminated. Right now what matters here the most is, can Psycho just force out that Cypher Machine, or if Psycho can force out decides to force the Cypher Machine, the issue will become with the fact that there's teleport on this Bloody Queen to hit the Psycho down immediately. We need to wait until the mirror is up and ready to go. Cypher Machine here already at 90% from Gardner's side. Hasha, we're still trying to look around. Can we get a Gardner hit? Yes, we can, but that just means the shield has been charged up to 1.5 seconds. Next shield activation is going to be 0.5 seconds forward nearby. Psychologist also use up self-heal. There's currently 2 self-heal here used up by the survivors. But I'd say Female Dancer and Psychologist have to heal. You can't play the long game. It's too risky to play the long game here anymore. Psycho once again with the heal on Forward this time, it seems. No, on Gardner. Okay, since Gardner has Titan, fair enough. Gardner currently looking for Forward currently looking for an item, since he barely has any left. We did manage to see where Rowley is, but Forward, we're currentently decoding extra Cypher Machines. Gardner can rescue. They're gonna try to go for a 4-man escape here. Okay. 4-man escape. The Cypher Machine is primed. The hit has not registered. Forward is going to currently heal himself back up to full health here as Psycho is on the ground without self-heal. Ooh la la. That's going to be a hit right on towards the Gardner. Rowley just has to pop right now. And the exit gate. Both exit gates are currently being opened. Rowley here at one of the dungeons here, but it seems like Psycho also decided to leave the moon gate. I do think Bloody Queen didn't manage to see where Female Dancer was, but we're going to go straight towards the other side. That's okay. You don't necessarily have to do anything right now. The doll did manage to get the gate open here, so it doesn't matter because Gardner did manage to tank that normal hit, as Forward is also on his way out. If we TP straight towards the other side, it doesn't really matter right here. Both Gardner and Forward is going to be able to get out to guarantee the tie game, as we're going to teleport back here. But if we do teleport back, that's going to be Psychologist here immediately caught off guard. With Psycho caught off guard, it seems like Female Dancer is going to be able to get out, and that's a beautiful game-changing decision there made by RC. Yes, Psycho still goes down, but that does not matter. It was initially supposed to be a tie game, but we managed to end up with a 4-man end game alongside with a 3-man escape. Let's move on towards the bomb pick then. Okay, FL versus RC. Aka's gonna come out game 3. What are we gonna see here? We're going to be able to see Embalmer, Prospector, Puppeteer, and Magician banned. And of course, with everyone banned here, it seems like our first 2 bans, Aka can't go Dream Witch here. Realistically speaking, you can go Dream Witch, you can ban Seer, yeah, Seer and Cordy. If Cordy's banned, I don't know if Dream Witch is possible. Do we have anything else? And maybe? But if you decide to run and you can just warp away from Cordy, you can just warp the Cordy's gun anyway, so it doesn't matter if Survivor's pulse distance, as long as you've warped, that's all what it matters. Survivor's side, it's gonna be Opera Singer and the Ivy bands here. Survivor wise, which 2 are we gonna throw out? I don't think it will be a Dream Witcher anymore. Aka might try Go An. Can we run? We still have Psycho. Can we run Acrobat? Okay, we decided to go Psycho and Female Dancer. Okay, Psycho, Female Dancer, Psycho, Female Dancer straight into permabands. With that in mind, Sasori, I don't know who they just banned because it's not showing up at all, but you could pick a rescuer here if he banned the rescuer. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't know what the ban is. What is going on? Solo container, we're gonna go support okay, it's rare to see entomologists coming out. Really, excuse me. Really rare to see entomologists come out. Last ban, I don't know who the third ban is, but last ban we're gonna ban Mercury, so I'm assuming it was the Kyder that got banned for the third ban. Last one you can go first officer if you really want to. I think first officer here works if you really want to. It's gonna be really rare for Aka to actually bring out a Joker here, especially with female dancer, so music box, and of course entomologist B support here as well. So like, first officer can definitely come out without any worries, right? So what are we gonna see now? What we're going to see here more or less is Aka, do we want to go for a Dream Witch where you basically get slowed down by female dancer and by psychologist, basically full counter? Or do we want to maybe go for Bloody Queen like last game? I think Anne here is more suitable for the tie game. If Aka goes Anne, it's more or less guaranteed. So we go, okay. Respectable. We're gonna go Bloody Queen. I just feel like Anne is better. I really just feel like Anne is better. I don't know about Bloody Queen going against Psycho and Ento. So the only real chase you really get here is female dancer. Yes, you can use female Bloody Queen to chase after entomologist, but it's gonna be really hard here. Really hard here for RC. I don't think that's a good idea. I personally don't like this at all. This is a really good team con to play not female dancer, and go fast ball breaking detention with insolence, and you're much more or less guaranteed a 60-70 second down, alongside with more or less a kind of successful chair rescue. If you can get a double hit on first officer, that's fine. If you can't, that's another issue. But of course, with this spawn location on mine, you're going to be able to see Sasori spawning middle here instead as the female dancer. Meanwhile, Emko are in junkyard. Yuke at the entrance to junkyard, and Maiken as the first officer outside of shack. Going to be able to see Aka here as Bloody Queen spawning at Moongate. And with the Moongate spawn, chasing after Sasori will be the best case scenario, but if the moment your mirror comes out, the moment that shing comes out from the mirror, it's gonna be immediate drop down, immediate dance away, and where Aka spawns, you need to walk away from the obstacles first before you can land that mirror. So there's a lot of things here to keep in mind. But RC has a really high chance here of getting a second win lead against FL. But if FL can manage to get this game out of... Okay, everyone has flywheel. Alright. We wanted to go against Dream Witch, but we decided to go... and here would have been so good. And here would have been so good. And here would have been so good. We're going to move on straight towards the game then. It will be RC versus FL, whereas we're going to be able to see Aka running towards, not psychologist, but instead female dancer, who's currently rushing straight towards the locked cipher machine at the factory gate. Aka. I think that mirror is going to be rendered useless because of that successful dance, because like the only way to counter a ballet is that you have to sandwich them properly. If you don't sandwich them properly, your mirror is absolutely 100% going to fail. So like the fail rate here is pretty high. There is still, I think ballet should be ready in 5 seconds, unless Sasori can't dance just yet. We're going to be able to get out of the area, and of course that is not second mirror utilized, but second mirror here just to get out of the way. The music box was used to try and get the ballet out, but it seems like it didn't manage to do so. And right now, if we can catch up, it's just a blink down scenario. So for Aka right now, we're going to take our time, wait until our mirror is ready, and then see if we can hit the mirror or not. If we can't, we'll just have to make our way towards the female dancer normally, but it seems like we're going to just blink down here anyways, and that's going to be 1,500 presents here given to Aka. It is a tie game. It is a tie game here for sure. We do know that first officers nearby, but preferably speaking, get rid of music boxes. If they rescue early, it's good for you. If they rescue early, it's really, really, really good for Aka here, because their Cypher Machine decoding progress is very, 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 very slow. As we're trying to play the base game here, we cannot hit the chair. We cannot hit the chair. Oh, I thought I hit the chair for some reason. We're buying more time. Didn't get a hit there at all. We're still waiting. We didn't get anything there. We did manage to get a hit. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. But Entomologist is coming in with a B support. I think she was holding on towards the bees. I don't know whether that was on herself or on somewhere else, but 4 seconds left until mirror. Flywheel is currently ready for female dancer, but if you flywheel in such a tight area like this, it might not just be worth it. Aka will use the mirror here. Didn't get a hit anywhere just yet. That might not be the best mirror from Aka's point of view right now, as we do manage to change location. That's going to be flywheel away, and that's a big rock just to counter you. Very nice successful rebound kite here from Sasori. We're going to be forced to go towards the other side. Looking down, does not help you much because Hunter's Instinct is immediately cancelled out at 1,000 presents, and right now Sasori's kiting without any items, but that flywheel definitely helped him down quite a lot. But it's more or less Aka's fault there with that misconduct, with that faulty mirror, as we do manage to get it down 2 minutes and 30 seconds in towards the game. You could get first officer to rescue once again simply because of that fact that we have whistle and there is no mirror left here to use to actually aim for first officer. For now, it's still a guarantee. It could be a 4-man elimination game. No, 4-man end game here. Because with the existence of first officer body blocking and with the existence of entomologist support, if like as long as we can get a body block, that's all what matters. But I don't think it's necessarily needed if you. Okay, we throw the mirror out to stop the decoding progress. That's what we want to do here. But preferably speaking, if we can wait until Blink is ready, will be for the best. Can we looking, cannot. Okay, didn't get hit on the US Hasodi here. We don't have any items left, but they're gonna decode really fast. You do have mirror, but are you really gonna use it on this first officer, on this female dancer? Mirror on the wall, female dancer. Can we get a body block? We didn't get a hit on anyone just yet. We don't have flywheel here just yet, but it seems like first officer is gonna be able to take a hit, but that doesn't matter because female dancer is already out of the area. As we do manage to get a pick up on towards the FO. But it seems like with officer right now, the officer has done his job. He's protected a civilian, and a civilian is now gone. The Cypher Machine is currently prime, but there's no items on first officer, so we can still get a normal hit down. There's a choice between two right now, but if you do really want to go after female dancer, you're away from the exit gate. So right now, your main issue is you need to catch up towards a female dancer before you use the mirror. But if survivors gets towards the gate first, or if female dancer goes straight towards the corner, even if you use blink or the mirror, it doesn't. Well, actually, no. Hold on. The moment mirror comes out, we're moment of truth right now. We get the head over, but it's okay. Run, as we have flywheel ready right now. Sasori, you're gonna come back straight towards this area, but that is the best choice of it all. Very nice move, a decision made there. Sasori is going to run as far away as possible right here, but we still do have a flywheel to use, but that's going to be teleportation straight towards the other side. Hello to you, Psychologist. Charge attack hit, nice flywheel, and we make it towards the other side of the pallet because this is a charge attack hit. Now then, against the Bloody Queen, there's 2 seconds left until your mirror is ready, but it seems like FL survivors are going to manage to clutch it up here with a 3-man escape here. And once again, if this was an it would have been so much more difference, but sadly it is not, as we are going to be able to get the exit gate open at Moongate, and let's congratulate a 3-man escape here from FL survivor side, moving straight on towards game 4. Alright, let's move on towards the band picks. First 2 bands here, and Barmaid, permanent bands, female dancer, psychologist, embalmer, prospector. Who's that? Prospector, the puppeteer and magician. Meanwhile, on our side is going to be Seer and Barmaid, first 2 bands. Aka might be trying to go for that Dream Witcher if that's the case. Survivor side, it seems like it will be what's that? Hermit, Ivy, and Opera. Not bad. Overall, not bad. But with that in mind, it's going to be Mercenary here alongside with Entomologist, first 2 picks, trying to counter that that what again, that dream, which I guess with a little bit of an Ento supporting a sense, or trying to relocate a little bit easier with the Ento. But even so, we're going to be aware of the dream, which and the Anne here in this sense, and it's going to be a little bit harder to play on a map like this, let's just say it this way. As we do manage to get a patient out of the way, we do have Aeroplanist, but instead we're going to go for Antiquarian. Okay. It seems like from the FL Survivor side, locking in Mercenary first simply just allowed Akka to ban more containment type. Do we want to get rid of Lawyer here? I wonder. No, we're going to get rid of Aeroplanist as we said before. So FL can't pick Aeroplanist anymore. Supportability, if we think about it, Antiquarian is not a cheerleader. Is cheerleader banned? Cheerleader is not permanent. We could go cheerleader here. We decide to go prison. Okay, that's fair enough. I thought cheerleader wouldn't be bad, especially if Ento decides to get rid of her bees and then you immediately cheer the entomologist. It wouldn't be a bad case scenario too, and of course for Antiquarian as well. But I guess for prisoner we just want to decode a little bit more, or just link up cipher machines. But we did have the talk about lawyer there too. But I guess for prisoner it might be just a little bit better, especially when it comes to rotating in towards pallets. But then also at the same time, lawyer can do that as well because he doesn't get terror shocked. He doesn't get any. He basically just doesn't get anything. Let's just say it this way. They're currently selecting talents. Dream Witch is open to use, which means Antiquarian needs to bring Flywheel. I would say let's give Entomologist Knee-Jerk Reflex and then have Prisoner on Flywheel and Knee-Jerk Reflex. Let's say it that way. But from Aka's point of view, it is going to be Gamekeeper. Yeah, my point still stands. Give Antiquarian Flywheel Entomologist Knee-Jerk Reflex because her bees basically just counter the hook anyway, so you can basically hook the bees instead of hook Ento herself, and you'll just have to force Akka to hit the bees instead during that time period as well. So with all that in mind, even if Akka does come out as a Bane right here, it wouldn't necessarily, let's say, change them up much for FL's strategy plan, and of course for their talent selection there too. Alongside with that, we're going to be able to see Sasori here at small boat, Maiken in towards the entrance, Akka in middle, and of course MKO at big boat. Meanwhile, Yug as entomologist is at Shack. But of course, with that in mind, from both FL and RC side, it's currently we're currently just back to zero. Let's say we're back to the 2020 era of where there was only 4 bans round 1, but instead this time you're going to be able to see 3 bans of survival. Well, I guess the permanent ban is still a thing, isn't it? Yeah, the permanent ban is still a thing. But they have a lot of room here to play against Akka. I would say Akka is more or less at a disadvantage. Persona will play quite a big part here as well. But even so, I would say FL has a really good chance of playing around here. Like, okay, Gamekeeper has been chosen here. Maybe Night will be really hard, especially with everything in mind. But it seems like we're going to be able to see a double Flywheel here alongside with Knee-Jerk Reflex and Flywheel on Prisoner. Flywheel on Ento, fair enough, I guess, when there's no bees on her, but I still prefer window Knee-Jerk Reflex here on the entomologist. As we're going to move on straight towards the game, it seems like we're trying to look for Sasori here, who's already rotating straight towards the Shack. Chasing after Mercenary really isn't the best case scenario here because not only is one elbow pad, one hook, it's also with the fact that there's not much you can do after this. With the pallet there dropped in, it seems like we decided to bring a warp here from Akka, but Akka also does not have quenching effect on him, so this might just be a little bit harder to play around in. Not only is it the fact that if Mercenary uses his elbow pad, it's okay, if Mercy uses his elbow pad early, it simply just means that you can't really hook easily, but Sasori might be caught a little bit off guard here as we did manage to get a first hook in relatively easy. We do have Flywheel and Knee-Jerk Reflex, but we could try... Okay, basically Sasori stay close by just so we can cancel the hook when Akka utilizes the hook. But Akka wanted to get out of range, which was what was originally the plan, but right now, entomologist support right now, Prisoner has infinite containment ability. I don't even think that hit the bees. Now that hit the bees, but there is still one more hit left as we do try to hook on towards the other side, but it doesn't matter. Can we lock? Can we lock? We decided not to lock. I feel like locking the window might be a little bit better there, Akka, as we do manage to get the stun. But with the stun here on mine, the window finally has been locked, and it's a very nice successful rebound card as Prisoner is going to be able to get his full recharge back here, except for the fact that there's maybe 30-second duration before we can stun, but it's overall okay. Prisoner giving a little bit of a Flywheel. You can't take the window anymore, but oh, Ento. Oh, Ento. Oh, Ento. Ento. If that's the case, Ento might just have to bring bees back. Prisoners rotating very far away as well. 2 Cypher Machine currently done 2 minutes in towards the game. That's the beauty of this team comp, especially with a support too. And as we said before as well, Aka will be the one facing the most disadvantage in this matchup. Bonbon also wouldn't be a bad pick here too, surprisingly. You can chase after anyone here as Bonbon. But for our poor Sasori right now, we're going to be able to get our electrocution charge. And of course, that's going to be the Entomologist Bees for the support. And that's a free 90-second containment thanks to Entomologist. Yes, Ento only has around, let's see, around 25% B left. But that doesn't matter because our containment has already been prolonged so much that even if you get hooked down here, it doesn't really matter that much. We did manage to get a pallet down there though, but sadly it was not a pallet stun. But if you do see here too, Anti-Currents are already starting a new Cypher Machine. Entomologist Cypher there at 69%, and the 59% was originally Ento Cypher here as well at Broken Shack. Meanwhile, Mercy Cypher Machine is on 91% near Double 11 Small Bowl. Now Aka's gonna try his, oh, that hit a chair. Aka wanted to try out his chair cam potential there, but it seems like if you used it in co-op finals, you won't be able to use it anymore because all survivors know what you're planning to do. As Sasori here is going to be able to get the hit down, and of course with that hit down we're going to go straight towards the corner. In towards the corner we go. That's going to be a hook back, but even with a hook back it doesn't really matter there. We're still going to be able to get in towards the beach to slow you down with the pickup and the drop down. As Mercenary here is still continuously decoding Emko coming in to harass. We have a full stack of slew here on. Oh, there's one number 1. We're just going to play around here. Nice flywheel. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you hook on towards her or not, or if you get a hit or not. It doesn't really matter for our anti-current right now, because it doesn't make a difference. As long as we can buy more time for decoding, it doesn't matter if anti-current gets injured or not. What matters here is how much we can earn from just one flute, and it seems like it's a lot. I would say 2 things is Emko can leave. Emko can leave because Prisoner here will definitely be able to struggle free. Yeah, Prisoner will definitely be able to struggle free. We wanted to push, okay, you know what, that's fine, that's good. So, anti-sweep the trap away. We're going to be able to get a hook. Hey, the flywheel, beautiful, Sasori. And that's going to be a 4-man endgame. We like to play with Sasori, and that's no terror shock. Ay, ay, ay. If we run straight towards the corner, that's a mishook. Ay, 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 that's a full deny on that tie game. Aka, we were fighting a losing game here, which is unfortunate. Survivor gave 1 or 2 extra opportunities. This might have been just a tie, but it will only be a tie if you give it 1 or 2 more opportunities. Let's congratulate the 3-man escape here. Moving on straight towards second half. Okay, Hasha's gonna come out. You know what's funny? Forwards out of the way. Forwards out of the way. They're gonna have, you know what? They're gonna have to ban a single hit hunter that Hasha has. They might have, you know what? They might have to ban BQ here. They might have to ban BQ here because like Psycho is gone, Forward's gone, Aeroplanes is gone. So what does that mean? You've only Patient that can do anything. Yeah, we decided to ban Gamekeeper here. Hasha, haven't seen him play Gamekeeper much, I won't lie. But you can't go on here, and on this map is too bad. On this map I don't recommend it. If Hasha has Knight, great. If Hasha can go Dream Witch, great. But please don't play, please, just no more Bloody Queen. Your Bloody Queen wasn't bad. It's just that these survivors know what to do against it, which is the main issue of it all. From that point of view as well, it seems like right now from our seaside we need to be a little bit less tense here. Wish game 3, well no, we're game 4 second half. Barmaid has been banned, maybe Dream Witch. Oh yeah, Dream Witch is really good here then, because Barmaid and Psycho has been banned. Picking a Cody here just forces Hasha to play Dream Witch though. I feel like we probably should have chosen Barmaid first, shouldn't we not? Because even so, Gravekeeper is a really good pick against any type of character if you ban the Gravekeeper too. Like who gets counter? Who does who is Gravekeeper afraid of? Anyone that can put him out, GK. Anyone that can hit him fast, basically Geisha and Opera. And I guess Ivy doesn't really count GK, but GK wouldn't be bad here. GK really wouldn't be bad here, as our last pick there was Lucky Guy 2. From Lucky Guy's point of view, right? I don't necessarily think this is a good pick, unless we want to give Cordy 2 guns, but this simply just means that it gives Hash out the way to play Dreamwatch 100%. Because we are going down the chase after Lucky Guy no matter what. So Dreamwatch is a really, 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 really good idea right now. Dreamwatch is a really good idea right now. It just depends. Let's just see the Survivor's talent so as we're waiting for it to be locked in. Is it worth it for everyone to wear on Flywheel is our main question now. I don't think so. I personally think it's like we don't have too much supportability because Ento's supportability was able to take us a long way, but that's only because Aka chose Gamekeeper. The last game was really about a Gamekeeper pick, but it seems like we're going to force Hasha to play the Dreamwatch out here. Probably everyone has Flywheel because of the Cordy pick out, but Lucky Guy just might need to be a little bit more luckier compared to usual here as well. Yeah. This is going to be really hard here for RC to play against, but if we can score 2 wins here against FL, it will be brilliant. But if RC can guarantee the tie, it's still not too bad. Maybe we can go for a best of 6. Let's see here. Spawn location is going to be Soba at Windmill in Small Boat. Meanwhile, Mercenary at the entrance of Small Boat. Rowley here at Shack, and of course Mona P at Big Boat. For Rowley right now, he has 3 places where he can get items. One is near the windows area near Small Boat. The other one is near a Windmill, and the last one is at the corner of bottom left of our map right here. There's a lot to keep in mind. We're just gonna have to see how it goes, but aside from that, it's really hard. That's really all what there is to this, because like even if everyone brings max Flywheel, I don't necessarily think that you can get much from it. It's really, let's just say it's really, 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 really hard to get anything from it. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, anyways, with that in mind, we're going to move on, and it's going to be Trump Detention alongside Wish Patroller for Hasha. Meanwhile, Survivor-wise, it's going to be double Flywheel and, of course, 1 knee-jerk reflex on this Puppeteer as well, which isn't a bad choice. Now, we're going to move on forward here as Soba is going to try to go towards the chest first as we're looking for an item. But with this item pick up here, can we get the item more fast is now the main question. We did manage to get the Leecher. That's a gun. Can we get a perfume? We got a pocket watch. That's not too bad, but the only issue is... oh no, it's fine. We managed to hypnotize the main leech here too, so that's good. But you've only 2 pocket watch activations here. That's the max you can get. And of course, with the max here in mind, Soba will be revealed. We might get a bit of a hard sandwich situation right now, but and of course a gun might be needed. But no, we're gonna get a normal hit there first and foremost, as Hasha is currently out of range with the main follower there too. Soba's gonna try to run away from this area as fast as he can, but maybe the gun was not the best option first pick. Maybe perfume would have been a little bit better here. For Hasha, we're going to take the gun first before window drop down, but you're just going to be meeting it up with another patroller's bite, in which your follower is going to be able to catch up here relatively fast. That's going to be a Flywheel to counter the patroller's bite, but this is still a dream which we're talking about. So the moment you get your next bite, you might just go down. Can we time this on time? We did, and of course the third bite coming out can kind of guarantee us the 3 Cypher Machine decoding progress. Okay, that's not too bad. We did get bit there. Can we vault over? No, we can't. It's almost 3 Cypher Machine done, as it's going to be Trump Detention alongside Wish, Max Hunt, Berserker, and Wanted Order. Survivor-wise, Lucky Guy, he didn't do bad, of course. But we're going... No. Mercenary can't come in to rescue. It has to be Puppeteer rescue first, and then Mercenary comes in, because now Mercenary has to run back towards his Cypher Machine, and not only that, Puppeteer Cypher Machine has also been disturbed. So from RC Survivor side, there's more chance of a 4-mana escape game if you can get Mercenary to rescue next and Puppeteer maybe rotate towards somewhere else, is what I would say. We do get a normal hit, normal rescue there, of course. But even so, there's 2 survivors now currently not decoding. Ooh, that's a Terror Shock hit down, which is really bad. But we do have to run away from this area as fast as we can. RC can definitely guarantee a tie right here, but with a double leech situation, not only you're like, with this in mind, right, you're just giving map control. You really are just giving map control to Hasha right now. Because like, even if people say, hey, if Puppeteer comes to rescue first, that's fine if Puppeteer comes to rescue first, because Puppeteer can use his little puppet to get a chip damage in exchange for the rescue, right? And then with the puppet coming out, he can basically tank a normal hit to get to deleash himself immediately. Even so, like, you might say, okay, Dreamers can give 2 hits, but I will also say, okay, when you change target, you can use your puppet anyway. So there's that in mind. And like, if you do really want to go after a sub either, I would say there's more of a chance to rebound. Kai Cordy, very nice gun right there, as Hasha's main follower is at a little bit of a worse area to begin with. But that doesn't really matter. We had Trump card ready right now, and of course, the patroller ready to change to blink immediately. Right now we're looking for more of a sandwich situation here, as that's going to be a blink down immediately to guarantee a tie from Hasha. Or what Hasha needs is a tie game, and they'll have the full advantage point to try to tie out game 5 to deny that best of 6. But right now for Hasha as well, yes, they're 2 Cypher Mission at 60% plus, but it's still not too bad for him. For Hasha right now, he basically knows that as long as he plays long enough until Blink is ready, it's job done for him. It is 100% job done for him. But of course, with the extra Cypher Mission there being open as well, it kind of just guarantees his success here as well. That's going to be our second puppet there used. That's Monopi's second puppet. We do have 1 more left. But okay, that's going to be used. We're waiting right now. Running away right now. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit harder here for Monopi to play around, but for Monopi here, we're going to be able to get a hit down and get the leech immediately, but Corey's the one decoding right now. Mercenary coming in to rescue. Yes, he can rescue with 3 elbow pads, but no one's now at the exit gates. This could be a 3-man elimination if we can find the right target. Look, if we can hit Puppeteer here, it's a 3-man elimination. If we hit Mercenary here, it's going to be a tie game, because Puppeteer can tank a detention hit anyway, so you need to keep that in mind. Excuse me. But anyways, with this in mind, Blink is ready in 73 seconds on main body. Mercenary looks like he wants to come into rescue. We might be able to see where Mercenary is. If we can leech onto Mercy, that'll be better. If we can leech onto Mercy, that will be better. I'll just say it this way. That's going to be elbow pad in. Didn't get a hit there just yet. That's going to be hit on towards Mercenary immediately there. Thankfully, Mercenary, we do have 2 elbow pads. We're rotating out here as well. We're going to leech onto Mercy first. Maybe, just maybe leech on towards Mercenary might give us a chance of a 3-man elimination game, but that's okay if we don't as well, because all what Hasha has to do here is to guarantee the sandwich situation. Monopi is able to tank a normal hit, by the way. Dungeon is very close and nearby, but no one's at the exit gate, which is the main issue when it comes to things like this as well. 3-man game, yes, it was great. Yes, we did manage to contain for 30 seconds right now, but since no one's at the exit gate, you can't get the gate open on time. There is Blink, and Hunt was ready, but all what Hasha needs here is a tie game, and tie game is all what he will get here. Hasha, okay, let's congratulate the tie game here for FL, moving on towards game 5. Alright, let's move on then. This is going to be Orsi versus FL, Game 5. First half, it's going to be Sacred Hearts Hospital. Permanent bans, we won't go through it anymore. First 2 bans for Hasha here. Priestess and Seer. Very, very casual 2 bans. Very 2 important bans here as well. And of course, from the Survivor side though, of course, Opera and Ivy will be chosen. But who is our third one? Third one is also Gamekeeper again. I don't necessarily think banning Gamekeeper here is necessary, unless Hasha's Gamekeeper is absolutely strong until I feel like Dream Witcher wouldn't be that much of a bad ban, especially from RC side. I'm just gonna do a quick audio check. Okay, audio check, it seems like we are all fine and we're back towards the game. First we pick is Mercenary and Barmaid, so we're a bit wary now of the Bloody Queen and Dreamwitch. Of course, for Hasha here, Dreamwitch would be the better case scenario if you want to aim for a formal elimination. Anyone else, good luck. Now, there is still a chance for Naya to come out. There is still a chance for maybe Fool's Gold to come out, especially in Hospital as well. But with the Puppeteer ban, Coordinated will come out instead. We are 1080p 60. Okay, I was just double checking. But anyways, aside from that, who is our gonna last ban be, Hasha? You could get rid of Ento here. You could 100% get rid of Entomologist support, but it seems like we're going to get rid of Antiquarian. Antiquarian is also fine too. I just personally find Ento more annoying. I personally just find Ento more annoying. But if you're playing Dreamwitch, is Antiquarian a necessary ban? I wonder. Maybe yes, maybe no. We will just have to see here. Orsi's last pick is going to be Gardener. Survivors are a little bit stressed out. They need a 3-man escape Manaka to get a tie to go to the game 6. And it's only that. Well, I mean, if the Survivors side can get a 3-man elimination, that's also good too. But that's a lot of stress on Aka here. With the talents wise, I do think if we all just went flywheel, it will be fine. Because like on a map like this, if you really do want to play and it's just too hard. Like in Runes, the long window. In Hospital, it's just not possible. In Shack, I would say it's a little bit harder to play around as well. And of course, with multiple palettes in different areas too. There's just a lot to consider here if you do decide to play Anne. And of course, the Van's played out, you can chase after Barmaid. You possibly can chase after Coordinator, but it just depends on how you play this one out as well. But overall though, I still do think Flywheel is the better choice here for the Survivor side. Now of course with the talents locked, Hasha Dreamwitch. Okay, Dreamwitch will be locked in here just to try and guarantee that tie game or more. Because more or less for Hasha, yes, you do have 2 wins. You do have 1 win there's basically, you know, like if I'm not wrong, 2 extra points. So we're basically 2 points ahead. I'm quite sure we're 2 points ahead. Unless I'm dumb, because I took a 30-minute break. I went to eat. But anyways, aside from that, Hasha here spawning at statues. Meanwhile, you're going to be able to see Coordinator in middle, Mercenary at Birdcage Gate, Barmaid in Runes, and Gardener here at the Runes near Shack. It's going to be a little bit harder here to play around, but we're going to see how many tie turns we actually have. Tie game here is possible for the Survivor's point of view. But anything aside from that, if you want to aim for a 4-man game 3-man escape against the Dreamwitch, it will still take a lot of effort here. Even if you do quite well early game, if your Cypher machines are not distributed well enough mid to end game, Dreamwitch is going to be able to utilize her main body to camp a Cypher machine. So that's something we just have to be very wary about. Anyways, we're going to move on straight towards the game. This will be RC versus FL, as we do see as well 2 flywheels and 1 window speed boost here on the Barmaid. Titan on the Mercenary, and this will be trump card detention alongside with Patroller. For Hasha right now, you're going to have to land a hit each on, you're only allowed to miss 1 Patroller, let's say. And the rest of the Patrollers, you need to be able to get those hits to guarantee at least a tie. Right now, we're going to move on straight towards the game here. This will be the deciding round of RC versus FL. If Hasha is able to get a tie, then FL Survivors can just play in Bomber and do whatever the heck they want. But if we can get a 3-man escape here, it might be just a little bit more different. The Sobai here is going to play around a little bit. We do see the follow on the other side, but it seems like we're trying to camp this pallet right now as we're going to run straight towards the staircase. But if you're near the staircase, that's simply just, oh no, we're not going to the staircase. We're just going to jump down here. And he said, well, will this be a drop down hit? It won't. Just not yet. But are we going to give it a gun? No, just not yet. I feel like if the gun is given, yes, the Patroller's Bite will come out. But even if you do, even if you don't give the gun, you're just gonna get, well, I feel like Hasha should immediately hit it there anyways and then use main bot to catch up, because there's no point to stall for more time. Because if you gave away the leech and then your follower just follows up on you, you will be able to utilize your main body to get the hit down. And by that time, you can leech on towards Cordy once again. Yes, you lose a little bit of map control, but it's a way faster down compared to now anyway, since Patroller is 30 seconds. Right now, we're going for a little bit of a sandwich situation Machine here, as we do see Hasha. Nice flywheel from the coordinator. That's going to be a rotation out here away for Soba. Soba's doing really well. Hasha forgetting that he actually does have Patroller's Bite on this Dream Witch, but there will be a normal hit here. With the main follower, but here's the issue. If we do manage to rotate straight in towards where we want to go right now, there's really no Cypher Machine. There's absolutely no Cypher Machine at all. Ooh, woohoo! Damn, son! Damn! Oh, we got the hit down. Okay, we got the hit down. But that's okay. That's okay. As we were saying before, this is still the same as before, right? Except for the fact that the down is way too slow, and there's more of a chance here for the survivors to get a 4-man endgame. It's okay not to decode Mercenary Cypher Machine just yet. And of course, as we do know, Middle Cypher Machine is going to be the safest Cypher Machine here too. Except for the fact that maybe Rowley Cypher Machine will be stopped here, but that's still overall okay, because it's a 2-story Cypher Machine, and I guess from this point of view onwards, you might need to go to decode Mercenary Cypher. Just rotate it away from here, because there's no point in staying here anymore. 2-story Cypher Machine will not be decoded. That's fine. We'll just start a completely new one. We will just start a completely new one. And of course, if we want, Mercenary can come rescue twice, and then Garden can go finish off Mercenary Cypher Machine. But right now, as we do see here, that's going to be the normal rescue here for Soba, and as long as Soba can rotate it away pretty easily, that's really all what it matters. We're trying to play a little bit more of a mind game here, but of course with the blink down, that's overall still okay. Hasha right here has to go leech towards one of the survivors just to get a little bit more map control coming out. Now we do see that Cypher Machine's only at 28% and the other one is at 68%. The more map control we do, the better it is. We're gonna elbow pad out here just to guarantee the heal, as Soba's leech is going to catch up straight towards the coordinator here as well, just to get the immediate chair down. Now then, even with that in mind, Cypher Machine's going to be done here for the Gardener. And if Gardener really wants, Gardener can come body block for our coordinator if that is necessary, or maybe item switch. If it's item switch, it could have definitely been better, but for the barmaid right here, we're decoding at a little bit of a harder area to play around in. Yes, we gave the leech chest, but that's okay. Let's just heal and go towards 2-story, shall we? Because for Hasha right here, you have to utilize your main body to get straight towards the other side, and you do need to leech on towards Mercenary here just to get the triple leech situation. Now there's a 50% Cypher Machine. Mono P here wants to come in and get some stuff done, but with a blink here on ooh, that hits. But I was saying with blink here, that's going to be another body block. We need someone to come in. We actually do need someone to come in here. If Soba decides to run towards that direction, it might not be the best case scenario here. Barmaid needs to go over and body block for Soba, as 60 seconds left on the clock for Dash Leech Forest Blink to be ready, but right now since Hunt is ready, the only issue is the flywheel. The flywheel did not come out. Soba, yes, it's a 90-second containment, but also at the same time, Cypher Machine doesn't seem like it'll be enough right now. Can Gardener come and forcefully heal is now the question. We have to, we need to, seems like it's going to be a tie game guarantee here for overseas survivors, but that's not what they want. If this was a rank match, they've done really well, but this isn't a rank match. We need a 3-man escape here for Aka to guarantee the tie. Right, the Cypher Machine would be primed, as we do see here as well. Going to pop one the Cypher Machine immediately after we got leeched by the Dream Witch. And of course for Rowley right now, as the barmaid, we need to rotate as much as possible. Meanwhile, let's see here, Gardener's ready at the exit gate. Where is the dungeon? The dungeon's actually downstairs, which is pretty much good news. But once again, if you do decide to pull your leech straight towards the other side, can we actually? No, we can't stop. We cannot stop on time. We really cannot stop here on time. With Barmaid's main leech there being downstairs as well, the only issue now would be the fact that we're going to have to be forcefully de-leeching here. But it seems like Barmaid is going to be able to speed Dublin away, but it seems like we won't be able to make it any further from this. A little bit unfortunate here from Rowley, but there's only 6 seconds left until blink anyway. So let's congratulate the tie game here for Hasha. A little bit unfortunate for Barmaid's side, but let's move on straight towards the second half. Okay, let's see here. For second half, we don't have Embalmer. But with these bans, you could ban Barmaid here. Barmaid Mercenary, first 2 bans. Barmaid Seer, okay, that's okay as well. You know, Barmaid Seer, first 2 bans is fine. Aka needs to go Dream Witch here, no matter what happens, I feel. And the survivors decided actually not to ban Dream Witch here anymore. But I think Aka needs a Dream Witch. I do think Aka needs a Dream Witch here. No matter what happens, Aka needs to play Dream Witch. You can't play anyone else. You really cannot play anyone else. And it's a little bit harder here to get a 3-mana escape from, so I do think a Dream Witch here is necessary no matter what happens, just to aim for that more than a tie. Honestly, yeah, you need the Dream Witch. Cordy and Mercenary first 2 bans. We're gonna have to ban another container here. We can ban a main container or a support. A female dancer has to go. Female dancer on this map has to go, or priestess, or priestess, or priestess, or priestess. Female dancer or priestess. You have to choose one, Aka. They didn't go for priestess here. You ban aeroplanist. Aeroplanist ban. Does survivor want to go priestess here? Well, we could increase the heal rate of survivors, but priestess might not necessarily be good. Well, priestess is good against... Actually, no, I know priestess is good against Dream Witch on this map for sure. But it seems like we're going to go acrobat instead for the main container instead of a supporter. If that's the case, I don't know what Aka wants to do here anymore. We decided about aeroplanist. Well, cheerleader then. You're going to have to get cheerleader out of the way then if that's the case, because you can't have acrobat recycling balls. Yeah, you're going to have to get rid of cheerleader here no matter what. Dream Witch is okay against Cordy. Dream Witch is not good against Sasori's Acrobat. Survivor side, female dancer. No, they're going entomologist. It looks like they're picking Ento. They've gone for Ento. Okay, they've gone for Ento. I guess everyone bring Flywheel then. I guess everyone here just brings Flywheel to Ento is kind of like an counter. Like, just to be wary of that Disciple and too. So I feel like for the survivor side, they basically got it all planned right now. You have 3 fast decoders except for when someone gets on chair. And Sasori here could potentially become the first rescuer instead of Maiken. Just to you know, speed up the decoding progress of the mercenary so Mercy doesn't have to come and, well, no one has to go and decode mercenary cipher machine afterwards. But I do think it's still a tiny bit hard here to play. I do think it's still a bit tiny hard to play for Aka. Aka, your only choice now is Dream Witch with that entomologist. Your only choice really is Dream Witch with that entomologist or with that coordinator. You don't really have much left here to use unless you want to go Mad Ice. Mad Ice. Bloody Queen here definitely isn't possible. Just to let you know, please. Dream Witch. But everyone brings Flywheel, so there's no point. Everyone brings Flywheel. You see, the only issue here is everyone brings Flywheel. And what does everyone bring Flywheel mean? It literally just means that you have nothing left to use on your hands against characters like these. I don't necessarily think this is a good idea. I don't like that bloody queen, but we're going to have to see whether or not Aka can handle the pressure here or not. 3-man elimination is what he needs, by the way. He needs the 3-man elimination, so this just might be a little bit harder here for us to play around as well. As we aren't going to be able to move on towards the game here quite shortly, but even if we do, I'm like, I don't really like this. Aka's gonna spawn on bottom right corner. That's the dead corner, so we want to force Acrobat into Shack. There's you there on Birdcage Gate, Sasori in middle, and of course Mike here has the Mercenary in Ruins. Overall, it's a good spawn for Aka. But it's also a bad spawn because survivors can rotate really, really hard here, especially when Entomologist has easy access to hospital. But we're gonna move on towards the game then. See, everyone has Flywheel and 1 tie turner. That's the main issue. We're gonna be able to see Aka here with Torment Detention alongside with Blink. This will be the deciding round of FL versus RC. Will Bloody Queen coming Ersh? Will Aka be able to handle the pressure, or will Fennel here, the Underdogs, take over or see second place in Koa? As we do move on towards the game, Let's see here. Our first chase seems like we're more reliant towards looking for Entomologist. Meanwhile, also looking at Acrobat, but Acrobat able to rotate straight towards Shaq right now. Yeah, Shaq isn't in a bad place to what again? To sandwich a survivor, but also at the same time, it's very nicely done here from you side as well. Just by standing at the entrance to Shaq, we're able to counter that mirror. Yeah. And basically, right, Emco is basically holding the heartstrings of Akka right now. Because Emco definitely knew that if he rotates, Akka will immediately put a law mirror, so that's why he decided to to stay closely nearby. But with this ball jump, I don't think it was worth it. Especially when Flywheel isn't just ready yet. So that's going to be a normal hit. Now Blink is going to be ready fairly soon. We're going to teleport out here by exchanging mirror locations. By exchanging our Aqua mirror locations. As Acrobat jumping out here as well. And we'll go here. Path has been dropped down. Yes, we do have Flywheel though. So we still have to be a little bit more careful here along our paths. But we cannot allow a... ball jump, nicely done. We didn't get a hit there just yet. We're gonna have to switch over here from Aka's point of view, and then we look down trying to gain a little bit more hunter's instinct. But now Flywheel, will this Flywheel counter? If we bop into pallet, wait, I know Flywheel coming in. Okay, from a hunter's point of view, right? If the survivors drops down the pallet, just blink and hit it. Don't charge attack hit, because the survivors cannot Flywheel it. When survivors are in animation, you can't Flywheel. But it's a 95-second chair time. Trumpet attention with Berserker, Nostalgic, and Impulsive. Alongside with that mic in here. Mercenary coming for the rescue, 2.5 Cypher Machine. Coordinator also wants to come in here just to aid the Acrobat to get in straight towards 2-story. But there's 2 survivors now who's not decoding. But you know what? It's good because now Acrobat has a full advantage of 2-story. But ooh, we got the Flywheel and the gun out just to assure it, which is basically what we needed. Yes, the mirror is ready, but will we be able to hit it? Will we switch? Aka switch? Okay, we switched. Oh, it's Entomologist once again. You don't have any items remaining. There's a pallet there left to use, but there's also no Aqua mirrors left for Bloody Queen here. Emco can just go down the stairs if you really want to do so. There is even a drop down area, but it seems like the hit will go down. But it's more than enough for a tie. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Everyone full health. Akka initially wanted to hit down the Acrobat just to nullify the double rescuer here and the rebound kite potential from Acrobat, but it doesn't seem like it'll be possible. And in exchange for that, Mercenary can still come into rescue if he wants to. But it seems like right now we're going to completely give up on the thought of that. Meanwhile, Sasori here as the coordinator is going to be selling. If we sell here, it's probably for the better. You know, if we sell here, it's probably for the better because the last 2 Cypher Machines is 50% on average, and we can just start a new Cypher Machine, especially against Bloody Queen and Zoe, who is not max presence. So overall, for now, all we have to do here is to wait and see. Fennel, they know themselves. The tie is all they need. They don't need to go for more as long as they sell here. It's all what matters, as Emco will be returned back to main, but Mike can be coming next chase. It doesn't matter if you hit the Mercenary or not. Yes, Elbow Pad will go out. I feel like you don't even need to use Elbow Pad right now, but if you want it, you can as well. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it if I was Akka there. No, if I was Mike in there, I would just take the hit. I would just take the hit and then go, because then the mirror will be fully nullified and then Akka has to walk up towards you to actually get a hit, or even to force the blink out. But right now, because of the elbow pad, we bought way more time than expected. But for Maiken right now, you really can't use your last elbow pad anymore. Sasori, coordinator here without any items, we have to be a little bit more careful. You here as well, crouching down, trying to not to give any options. But Maiken, you can't. We use the last elbow pad. The thing is, can Akka change targets? No, not necessarily, because if you do, then Mercenary can immediately gain access to 3 items here. 2 Eating Runes and 1 near where Akka is right now, as you do see the red chest over there. The ruby chest, as we do get a hit on towards Mercenary right now. Aside from machines here, 74 and 42%. Cannot change. You cannot change targets, Akka. If you change targets, it'll be really bad. You also can't blink here. Surprisingly, unsurprisingly, you also can't blink here. So right now, what really matters is what can we do in a situation where you're basically nullified for you're basically idle for 10 seconds and survivors per each second used there. That's a hit, all right, but doesn't matter much. The question is, does it matter much? As a Cypher Machine has 85%, it seems like it does. Coordinator getting an elbow pad for herself as well. If Cordy can bring an item for Merc, great. But if we don't, that's fine as well. Yuga's nearby to pop open a Cypher Machine. Yeah, that's a 99% Cypher Machine. There's nothing that survivors need to worry about. Potentially speaking, what could happen here is Yu comes in to rescue, she runs away, and then Merc will pop open the elbow pad, the Cypher Machine instead. So, oh no, never mind. That's why we're just opening a completely new one. Okay, but the only issue with this is we have to be careful of endgame. Really, really careful of endgame because no one's at the exit gate. We might have to chase after entomologists here if that's the case. Trying to get a body block here. We're going to see if we can get one. We did manage to get one here, but if that's the case, we have to go look for the Mercy here. Right, Cypher Machine is going to be popped here immediately. We do have Mercenary on our hands, but of course there is also a mirror here too. Mercenary, sadly there's no hit right over, but we're going to switch over here to, that's going to be a detention hit down. Overload, of course, alongside with a terror shock, but if we do decide to chair here, then the exit gate will be open. You leaving the gate right now. We have 11 seconds left on the clock, but with 11 seconds left on the clock, we might be able to find Yug right here. We might be able to change the whole game right here. Charge attack hit and then blink, or even just normal blink. But can Yug flywheel this? Can Yug flywheel? He did! He did! He did! But of course, there's another mirror here, so that doesn't matter. We go back to chair Mercenary immediately. Mercenary 55% heal. Ah, that's fine. That is so fine. You chair Mercenary close towards the... You chair Mercenary close... No, chair Mercenary, I guess that will work. But we will be moving on towards game 6, if that's the case. Oh, wow, IJL playoffs. Extra rounds and all. Mercenary on chair right now. And then, of course, as long as Entomologist here can... Okay, if we can chair Ento, that's all what it matters. That's all what it matters here. Aka. We have to be a little bit more careful in what we decide to do because Dungeon's right there. So, yeah. But we're going to be able to get a chair here. And that's an extra round for the Bloody Queen. Let's move on straight towards game 6. Okay, let's go with the game 6 spam picks here then. It's going to be Seer and Puppeteer here used up. So it's going to be Red Church now. And with Red Church, seems like we're going to get rid of Dream Witch, Opera Singer, and Ivy, which means Bloody Queen is available for Hasha to use. Gamekeeper, who RC has permanently banned, is available for Hasha to use as well. First 2 picks, so Female Dancer. Okay, that's fine as well. You know what? That is fine as well. Just in case of the bloody Queen. Yeah, that's okay as well. I'm more surprised that they're... Okay, Mercenary is a good pick because Gamekeeper is annoying to deal with, and Gamekeeper forces Gravekeeper out of Shovel. But you know, like, even so right now, and the current next ban, it looks really like a Gamekeeper. I won't lie, but from the Survivor side, if we play it more safe, Entomologist would not be a bad pick. But it seems like we're... Okay, so basically game 4, 5, and 6 is the same team comp. Almost the same team comp. Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. Last ban was Gardener. We don't want that extra tank hit, so this could be Bloody Queen then if that's the case, unless Hasha wants to bait them out from something. Who can they choose here? Puppeteer is gone. Last pick, okay, Perfumer. You know what? Perfumer's a good counter to Gamekeeper as well. But if there's a Bonbon, you're absolutely cooked. If Hasha has hidden a Bonbon, you are absolutely cooked right now. So we have a lot of things here to keep in mind. I don't think Waxar is doable on a map like this, but Anne is okay. Anne is okay with Warp. From what I see here, Anne is okay with Warp. And of course, since you're on Green Pen, even if Perfumer does use the perfume right before you get the cat on her, you can burst the cat and immediately jump. This is the benefits of people with Green Pen. For us with Yellow Pen, we just can't do it. Sadly, but Hasha does have quite a few options here. Even for Barmaid as well, you can do that if you're in a bit of an open area. For Cordy, you can chase after Cordy and then warp towards her right after you get the gun off her. But we're just gonna have to see what Hasha's plans here are. I feel like from the Survivor's point of view, Flywheel wouldn't be bad because they were trying to counter the Gamekeeper, but Flywheel is also good against the Bloody Queen. Against the Anna, we're going to have to think twice here. really going to have to think twice here. But I guess for Barmaid and Coordinator, you're going to have to run Flywheel. For Perfumer, you could run a mixture of both. You could. By the way, you could. Simply because of the fact that Cordy gets movement speed boost near pallets anyways, and of course Barmaid with the doubling. Hasha right now though, let's see. We're gonna go on. Okay, we are gonna go on here. So do we have enough resources here to kite the An, or are we really all still running Flywheel without any what again? Pre-measures? Is that a word? That's probably not the word. But An here coming out. If Hasha gets a tie game here, we're going to have to see how fast FL Survivors finish their game next game. But if RC Survivor gets a 3-mana escape, it's going to be a whole lot more different. A whole lot more difference. But I do think that's just a difference between the games, right? Because right now what will happen is, okay, we're near Soba, it seems. Because like right now what will happen is if we finish this game in like 6 minutes, and it's a tie game. Next game for FL Survivors, they just need to run. You know what? All they need to do is run Prisoner and Mech and Postman for the decoding speeds. And like even if you do run BQ or anyone else, just just run Lawyer and Prisoner, and you'll just finish the Cypher Machines really fast. That's the main issue on hand right now. So, Hasha Spanio at top right corner. One of the Apothecary walls. Forget about that never happened. I never said anything there. But with the coaches, handshake, bow, of course. Let's see. Yeah. Seems like Perfumer here will have Titan alongside with Mercenary and double Flywheel. We were more worried about the Bloody Queen, but with Hasha coming out as Anne, could this be the difference maker? I wonder. We did bring Blink this time though. Hopefully it's past pallet breaking. But personally speaking, I would prefer Warp more. But we are going to be able to move on straight towards the game here as Hasha. That's going to be the cat coming out immediately, swoop, and an immediate cat walk here to try to catch Soba. But Soba, who is already walking and crouching here, we might not be able to hide away as Soba will be found here immediately. Sadly, we did try to hide, but it seems like it wouldn't be possible there anymore. Did the perfume come out? It didn't, and that's a beautiful Patterson. Okay, that is fine from so that beautiful Palisade. A little bit unfortunate there for Hasha as well. If we did manage to get a stun, it might have been a little bit more difference, but right now it seems like Perfumer will take the normal hit. Coordinator there nearby with a gun. Sadly, we couldn't get a gun from Cordy's side just to assist Perfumer a little bit more since her Perfume was still on cooldown. But right now, what we will have to keep in mind is, will Perfumer go back? Perfumer will not go back. We're going to be able to make it towards the graveyard, but it doesn't matter as our next cat is ready. And of course, there is Blink. So Hasha, do we blink here or do we jump? We're going to wait around just for a little bit longer. As we do manage to get a vault over, but it's a fast pallet breaking, so it doesn't matter anymore. We barely clenched that 99% catch duration on the Perfumer, and now that is an 80-second down. An 80-second down is a guaranteed tie as long as Hasha plays a really long game. If we can prolong the game to 6, 7, 8 minutes, it's absolutely golden for FL Survivors. For now, we do see Mercenary on his way in. If the Survivor the Survivors are going to have to try to go for at least a tie game here, but it just depends on how fast their Cypher Machine can be. With Coordinator out there too, might be just a tiny bit slower than we thought. But of course, and no more items remaining on Soba. Of course, basically there's nothing on Soba here to use. You could get Cordy's gun here to try Rebound Kai, but you're against an Anne with Blink. So what matters here for RC Survivor is not the format endgame anymore. It's we need to get out now. We really need to get out now. That's gonna hit on Mercenary right there. We will be able to get a rescue as we're gonna run away towards the other side, but that doesn't matter because it's an alpha half rescue. And Perfumer here has nothing left to use. There is a pallet there left for her to use. We're going to be able to drop down the pallet, but as long as we just break the pallet here with fast pallet breaking and again a cat out, that's going to be a swoop, switch straight on towards the Perfumer. Perfumer normal hit down. And right now, let's see. Cipher Machine decoding progress 2 minutes 40 seconds in. It is around 3.5 Cipher Machines. With 3.5 Cipher Machine, we do need a little bit more time there. Teleport is ready. We are just not max presence just yet. And Rowley, they're walking as well, trying to hide away, hide her footprints, and just to give Tinnitus to the Anne. If we get caught, it will be a long day. Hasha, not being able to see where Barmaid is right now. Barmaid, can we sneak away right now? It seems like Hasha is a little bit too deep into the depths here of Shock. And right now, Rowley on the other hand, wow, that is a long Tinnitus range. We're going to look for coordinator here instead. We're going to try to pull on this as much as we can. You know, Rowley is going straight back towards that Cipher Machine, but that's okay because all the other 2 survivors are currently decoding as well. And of course, coordinator should be decoding at normal speed right now. Accelerated decoding has just started. If we can finish the Cipher Machine within 5 minutes, that is our golden plan right now. I'm going to burst the cats out here. Very nice discipline from Hasha, and that's going to be a normal hit on towards this Barmaid. Yes, we do have Blink, but no swoop available just yet for us to catch up towards this Barmaid. With that in mind, Barmaid is going to be able to get a speed doubling right there. We do also have flywheels, but just in case we're going to be able to get... not enough. Not enough. But that's okay, because the Cipher Machine should be primed before 5 minutes. It should be primed before... Oh, City got a doll. Oh, City... okay, he got a doll and doll. For coordinator right now, the Cipher Machine is basically primed. Wait, damn son, we're gonna abnormal that Cipher. We're gonna the abnormal just to guarantee the tie. The abnormal just to, we want to cheer her back. I think we can actually make it towards that chair. Hasha, go Hasha, go Hasha, go. Oh lord, we actually made it back. Can we give elbow pads to Barmaid? We need to give elbow pads to Barmaid. Mercer, you have to give elbow pads to Barmaid. Ay, no hit. Mercy has to give elbow pads to Barmaid. You have to give elbow pads to Barmaid. You need to assist. You need to assist. No. Body back. Ay, not possible. Ay, beautiful flywheel, but not enough. No. A bit of a mess up here from RC Survivor side, but we're going to be able to get Cordy stunned there. We should be able to hit Cordy down. And with Cordy going down, it seems like Mercer will be able to open the exit gate just by himself. But he's the lone survivor of this game. It's 5 minutes and 45 seconds. If the survivors can get out within 5 minutes and 5 minutes and maybe, okay. If we can get out within 6 minutes, we, wait, maybe a bit longer. Hold on. It's currently 6 minutes in. 6:01, 02, 03, 04. 6:03 is the time. Hashtag 3-man elimination game. Oh, this is really bad for RC's Hunter right now. Oh lord, if we have gotten the elbow pads over, it would have been way more different. Ay. Alright, this is going to be pretty juicy here of a game from RC side. Cause they need a 3-man elimination, and Aka needs to prolong the game as much as possible here. So here we are Mercer with the first 2 bans. You can come out with Barmaid to counter the BQ and Dream Witch. So Barmaid, number 1, number 2 Acrobat. Barmaid, Acrobat, first 2 picks. No point in picking Rescuer here first anyways. If you want to go Rescuer, go GK. But it seems like we're going to go Anti-Korean and Mech. Mech finally coming out, I guess, just to enhance the decoding speed as much as possible here. But I was right, I guess, on the no Rescuer part. Barmaid now has been bad. You need a Rescuer. You need a Gravekeeper, don't you? I think Gravekeeper is a good pick. I think Gravekeeper. You know what? Wilding is okay as well. You're fair enough. You know, fair enough. Forgot that guy assisted. Wilding is a really good pick too, just to guarantee the rescue. Last ban is Entomologist. You know, this team comp. You know what? Yeah, Aeroplanist. Yeah, Aeroplanist is brilliant. Yeah, decoding speed boost on Aeroplanist is absolutely brilliant. Right now, what matters... No, the thing here is right. Mech gives all her survivors 3% decoding buff. Aeroplanist gives the ciphers 2% decoding buff. So by technicality, all Aeroplanist has 5% decoding buff. Meanwhile, Mech has 3, Wildling has 3, and the Anti-Current has 3% decoding buff. You know what? It's pretty fast. It's pretty fast even without prison. I don't think you need to choose prisoner against BQ as well. But it seems like Dreamwoods are finally coming out. Yay! I'm assuming everyone has Flywheel. I am assuming everyone has Flywheel. Aka here seems really stressed. He barely managed to get a 3-1 elimination and he needs to do it back-to-back right now. Ooh. Honestly, if we really managed to pick up the... Like, it was a doll and the elbow pad. We should have brought it over to Barmaid, I feel. It would have been better if we brought it over to Barmaid. I don't know what happened in that situation, but if we brought it over to Barmaid, it would have been way better. Way better just to guarantee the tie. But now Aka has to deal with this. Has to deal with another 3-man elimination game. RC should have lost, but Aka has brought it back. Can we be able to clutch this? Aka is now the biggest question of it all, as we are currently on standby. We're going to move on towards our selection mode here, as we do see Aka spawning by Shaq. Sasori here on left hand side of Church, Mko on right hand side, Mike and Wildling in middle, and of course Aeroplanist at red carpet. We will move on directly towards the game then. This will be triple flywheel from the survivor side alongside with a knee-jerk reflex from Mechanic, and of course you cannot forget about that Wildling. With that in mind, try my attention alongside with Blink here, Aka, and no patroller anymore. Ooh, this might be a little bit harder here to play around, as Doll has already been deployed down. What matters here is not if Mech can decode and chair or not, it's if we can get Mech down fast enough, because if you get rid of the Doll, it just means that you're wasting too much time on all the unnecessary stuff of trying to catch up towards Mech afterwards. But right now it seems like we're going to be able to get somewhat of a sandwich situation here, which is nice. But of course, from Sasori's point of view here too, Aka's leeches over there. We aren't going to be able to get much right now, but we will be able to give the leeches. Ash, you know what? Can we pull the doll towards the other side? Because if we can get a blink... No, it's okay. It's a patroller. It's a patroller. It's not blink. It's not blink. It's not blink. It showed blink, but it was apparently a patroller. We have to be a little bit more careful here with the dog, patroller, down. Nice. Okay. Okay, no hit over, but that's okay. Just break. The pilot flywheel has been used to counter the first bite, but that's fine, because for the second bite right now, it does not matter. Even if you do vault over here, I don't think... Did it cancel the bite? I shouldn't. Did it? Oh, apparently. No, it didn't. It didn't. But it's an 80-second down, which is really fast, but survivors are decoding even faster because of Mech and Aeroplanist. Now then, again, Yuga's on the other side. We're gonna have to chair this girl down as soon as we can, but there's still a doll outside. There is still a doll outside. It is an 87-second down, but all survivors were decoding immediately because they knew that Aka can change targets. So right now, this is horrible. Absolutely bonkers for Aka right now, as 3 cipher machines are going to be done here. Wildling does have wanted order on him, but it seems like Mko here is not... They're not even willing to come into rescue. They know that if Wildling goes into rescue right after half, that's all what it really matters. If Wildling gets on board out, that's fine. That's fine. We're already starting the last 2 cipher machines. Mko can, realistically speaking, Anti-Current should decode the cipher machine that Aeroplanist left. And then do something else, and then do other things. Because like for Wildling Run, you can stay on board for like a good 40 more seconds. Well, maybe not 40, 30 more seconds, yeah. A good 30 more seconds. And that's more, that's more than enough time. But I don't know why we got that early though. Probably don't want to give the Max President his, I guess. But fair is fair. You know what? Fair is fair. Fair is fair. We do still have patrollers white, but Sasori's running really far out right now. We're looking for Blink. Didn't get the hit down. Aka, a little bit of a scary, a bit stressed there is what I would like to say. No hit over, and we managed to vault over anyway, so that's brilliant. Absolutely hilarious how you can do that. With that in mind, there's our... Okay, it's a 4-man endgame. It's 100% a 4-man endgame right now. Unless Blink... Okay, it's a tie game. Okay, unless it's a Blink. Okay, that's fair. That is very fair. No complaints, no complaints, but FL only needs a tie. Fourth Cypher Machine is done. Last Cypher Machine has 65% anti-query nearby. Oh, look, we'll leech onto anti. Look, we'll leech onto anti. What can you do? Anti-querying, that's a little bit more time bodier as well, but we just want to make sure that one of us can de-leech. Ay, nice pushback, but you didn't get the right one. You didn't get the right one. So right now, if Whiting can de-leech, that'll be for the best. Let's just say this way, if Whiting can de-leech, that's for the best. Bush. But oh, we're gonna pop. You know what? Fair enough. Fair is fair. Very fair. Ah, we de-leached on time. Lovely. And you're gonna leave Anti-Query on the other exit by herself? Well, guess what? Guess what indeed, because we're already at 70%, 5 seconds until we can leech, but this is an aeroplane as well. Hover arrow, get on your jetpack. We are out, baby. It's a tie game within 4 minutes. Let's congratulate FL, the underdogs, for winning against RC. Can we get a tie? Aka's gonna be able to get, yeah, it's a tie, There's no dungeon here. Okay, it's a tie, there's no dungeon, but we will see you all for game 2 of FAV versus Zeta. Moving on.